All right, guys, and on that note, we welcome you to the final game of Week 6 of the UFL season. This battle between the San Antonio Brahmas. I just realized this helmet is out of place. There we go. That's a little bit better. And the Birmingham Stallions. Earlier today, the Michigan Panthers won, so they are now in first place for the time being. Let's adjust the standings right there. Birmingham has never lost 2 games in a row since rejoining the league. Since Birmingham became a franchise again, not counting the original 80s iteration of the USFL, but since they became a franchise again in 2022, they have never lost 2 in a row. But they're coming off a loss in overtime to the Memphis Showboats, a stunning defeat last time out, and now they take on the Brahmas at home, back at Protective Stadium, looking to stay atop the USFL Conference, get into first place, tied with the Michigan Panthers. And if they lose this game, they're tied with Houston for second place in there. Did the Marlins just hit another home run? No, that one just fell. Appreciate all you guys tuning in to the stream. My name is Jared Gary 9. If you've never been to a JG9 live stream before, how it works like this, fire in the chat with any questions you would have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. But when that bull who think wins this game, Brahmas need to win this game to stay alive. They are 1-4, worst record in the UFL. Fewest wins entering week 5. That kick bounced in the landing zone. We are underway here. Ball fielded by the Brahmas with a 2, taken out to the 12-yard line by just Sean Corbin. Right now, San Antonio very far back in the playoff hunt. Need to win this game to basically stay alive. And they have their 12-yard line. I don't know if the Blue Jays won. I don't know if the Blue Jays won this one. And Kevin Hogan is getting the start. Kellen Mond benched after last week's atrocious game against the Houston Roughnecks where they lost 27-3. He did not play well. So Kevin Hogan, the former Stanford quarterback, former Cleveland Brown, he is going to be the quarterback today. His first snaps of the season. Sure, yeah. That just me talking very fast. Ball at the 12-yard line here for San Antonio. A team that has scored single digits in more than half their games this year. 83% riding with the Stallions to win this game. Hogan, pump fakes. He's going to look to throw on the run. Fires a little bit of a Javelin style throw there, and it's caught the 45 to the 40, down to the 37. A big play already. One play in, and Justin Smith down to the 37. Bit of a javelin style throw there, goes for 50. The longest passing play of the season for the Brahmas, 5 games into the season, was just 30 yards. The first play with Kevin Hogan under center, it gets way more than that. Nearly 50 on that one, down to the 31-yard line of Birmingham. First down, handoff, gain of 3 to McFarland. Are they giving us text? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Every donation also counts toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we are calling on Wednesday. We're calling White Sox Royals, Orioles Twins, or Tigers Rockies. Help me decide which game we're going to do. If you're a member, you can use emojis in the chat, so just put for either one of the teams. Phil's just hit a 3-run home run. They're now down 7-5. I swear to God, if this bullpen blows this game, I'm going to lose my mind. 2nd and 8. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Motioning over is Rashawn Henry. Hogan looking, fires, double coverage, and that is... It's close. Is it Stevenson who came down with it for San Antonio, or is it a pick? It's either Gilmore or Stevenson who came down with it. They're going to rule it's a catch. They're going to rule that it's a catch for Stevenson. Simultaneous possession. Tie goes to the receiver, and that's awfully close. But I think Stevenson was the one that came down with it. They go quickly. McFarland down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6. Red Sox choke again. Jeez. Yeah, the D-backs, if they blow this game, they're up 7-5. They were up 7-1 at one point. That was awfully close. Stevenson just snatched it out, Gilmore sense at the last second. And tie goes to the receiver. That's an awfully close play. 2nd and 6. Hogan 67 yards passing already this game. Not a bad debut. Seeing as the Brahmas in 5 games are averaging about 125 passing yards per game. Especially got half that on 2 throws. And that one, 3 for 3 now. Stevenson, a second grab of the day, down to the 10-yard line, brings up 3rd and 1. D-backs playing the Phillies. D-backs are playing the Phillies. Lost the first 2 games of the series. 3rd and 1, 3 minutes in. And San Antonio's only win of the season was against DC. Gave them at the time their only loss of the season. Though they lost earlier today to Michigan. Panthers look really good right now. What is wide open? All right, we got out of it. All right, top 7 we go. Flag on the play before the snap. False start, back it up 5 yards. Vizcaino is still the kicker for San Antonio. De La destroying. De La Haye is out. Still nursing that hamstring injury. Horning and Karras bound football in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose can't get in baseball Hall of Fame because he's bound baseball as a manager. So that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Most of the game just started. The game just started. So Rose never apologized. But on manager for baseball, that changes a lot too. Hogan, sacked on the play. They send the house. They send 6, and getting to him at the 23-yard line. Taking him down, Ronnie Perkins. Loss of 8. And they'll have to settle for a 41-yard drive of Vizcaino. Your first round wraps up tonight, Game 7. Something like the last Game 7 with the Stars. Oh, we're in for a treat. Yeah, second round starts at what, 6 o'clock Eastern, I think? When you bet on manager, if you're a manager, you'll adjust the lineup based on your bets. You'll be like, okay, I'm not going to play my ace, or I'll go to the crap arms in the pen. It's a little bit different. Yeah, not a good kicker injury. He is, yep. 41 try Vizcaino to get the Brahmas the lead on the opening drive. That one, oh boy, that's shanked. Closer to Auburn than the uprights. Vizcaino nowhere close on that kick. Vizcaino made from 33 last week, but can't make that one. And the Stallions going to get it back. No harm done, despite the great opening play of the drive. No harm done. Birmingham ball when we get back at the 29-yard line. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, like, subscribe, post, channel, donate, donation, get a question right away. Otherwise, I'll just go in the order they see them yet. Just go loose from the uprights. That works too. That works too. Brahmas have no concerns with King. They do not. They are not. Destroying's been iffy this season, and obviously the injury. They made just one kick from 40 yards or more this season. That's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. And we're not doing Sunday baseball tonight. We're not doing that. We're just doing these two games. Streaming schedule tomorrow. We're going to do a Q&A overtime stream. Tuesday, Q&A GeoGuessr. Wednesday, 2 baseball games sandwiched in between the D-backs game that I'll be going to. 9-1 losses. That's insane. That's an indictment on the bullpen. That's a massive indictment on the bullpen. Then Thursday we'll do a game for baseball. Friday we'll do, I think, Q&A GeoGuessr. We'll also do a Q&A overtime on Thursday night. Saturday we're doing the UFL game, and we'll do a baseball game. Sunday we're going to do both UFL games. LSU 4-2, all right. Man aiming as far as possible, pretty much on that kick. What is UFL United Football League? This is the league that Jake Bates came from last year. This is on Fox. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Jay. Yep. I think Rose, it's different as a manager versus a player, actually. So there's no evidence that Karras are hoarding through the games. There's no evidence of that. Giants take a 1-0 lead on the Rockies. Stros up 4-3 on the White Sox. Cards up 6-5 in the 9th on the Mets. A's just got the dub over the Marlins. That just went final. Blue Jays are down 4-3. Yeah, 41 more games is insane. Happy May 4th to all those who celebrate as well. May the 4th be with you today. How about DC Coors see when he gets fired? If they're below 500 at the All-Star break. Below 500 at the All-Star break, I think he's going to be gone. If they ever drop below 5. They drop below 5 games or below 500 at the All-Star break. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Case Cookus, the former Philadelphia Star, the third different starting quarterback for the Stallions this season. Injuries have forced their hand here, and he's just to eat this play for a gain of 3 at the 32. Second down. Case Cookus on the season, completing just 45% of his passes, but nice completion there on the screen. That's going to go into the 36-yard line. Called third about 4. Davion Davis. What's today? We got this game. We did a game earlier. We got this game, and then that's it. We're not doing Sunday baseball tonight because that would be a lot of streams today. My voice would be shot at that point. Third down to 36. Cookus, empty backfield. They send 4. Deep shot here, one-on-one, but overthrown. Looking for Deion Kane. Kane cannot deliver the paint on that one. It's a quick 3 and out, so the Brahmas defense holds. And Birmingham are going to be forced to punt. San Antonio defensively has really struggled this year. They've allowed 26 or more in 4 out of 5 games. They are the worst defensive team in the UFL. A stark change of pace from last year when they were... That was a big reason why they made it to the championship against Birmingham. This is a rematch of last year's UFL championship, which Birmingham won handily in St. Louis. But 2 very different teams this year. Different quarterbacks for both teams compared to those that started the championship. Both teams struggling compared to what expectations were. Birmingham 3-2. I don't think a lot of people had them at 3-2. Still good, but obviously not dominant like they were the past 3 seasons. Stevenson down to the 20-yard line. Obviously, San Antonio, a far cry from their championship form last year. Down to the 20. 44 yards of net. Brown ball the 20 when we get back over on Fox. Still no scores 6 minutes into this one. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. I think the Reds just walked it off. The Reds have just walked it off. Against the Nationals. And that's the end of that game. And appreciate all you guys being here for this stream. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you've not done so already. Really, really helps us out a ton on this channel. To try and grow this community even more. TNT doubleheader tonight? I believe they do, yeah. Because I think ABC's doing the Stanley Cup. How's it going, Jason? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Yes, I think it's 6 and 8:30 for that. Right, we should be able to use the aces here. We should be able to go Miller, Beeks, and Thompson. So I didn't pitch Friday or Saturday. We should be able to just use... Oh, Ginkle. That works, too. That works, too. May the Schwartz be with you. There you go. Meanwhile, Mets have a runner on third and 2 out. 6-5 game. Cardinals lead. First game of the doubleheader there. It is May 4th. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Tomorrow is also the last day for you to make the call. For that one. It's a close one. It's a close you make the call right now between those 3 games. White Sox Royals in third, but not by much. Not by much. We've not done a Sox game this year. We've not done an O's game this year. Rockies in front. We've done a lot of Rockies games, but we've called 2 wins, oddly enough, with the Rockies. Which is pretty impressive, all things considered. All right, first down the 20-yard line for San Antonio. First drive, Hogan, 3 for 3. But they couldn't get anything out of it. As the ponchos are coming down in Philly. As people are frantically starting to mess around here. The weather is taking a turn in Philly. This will be interesting. All right, first down the 22 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this game on Fox. Let's do this thing. Play action here. Screen pass, that ball is caught. He's 4-4 to start the game. Henry out of bounds to the 23-yard line. Gain of 3 on that one. 2nd and 7. Henry, he's got involved in the offense so far. He had no catches the first 5 games of the season. Worst baseball game I streamed. Probably Red Sox Rays. That was like 14-0 after 3 innings. Davis Saki TNT has the second round, started 6. Oh. Wow, so today's the night for Turner Sports. Pass batted down at the line, incomplete. First incompletion of the day for Hogan. After starting 4 for 4, brings up 3rd and 7. Cardinals win 6-5, meanwhile. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Mets look very feeble. That's a weird doubleheader for TNT. Turner Sports, that's a great day for Turner. It's a great day for Turner. 3rd and 7, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. The second round, 4 first round. It is weird. The second round starts, so there's 9 teams still alive. Hogan escapes a sack and a takeoff and run, but stopped after a gain of just 1. Stepped up in the pocket, took off and ran when he found no one open. That's now twice they've gotten to him on 3rd down. They've sent pressure on 3rd down. Trying to get past the San Antonio offensive line. It's working. Hogan has yet to throw on 3rd down. He's had to take a sack and take off for his life that time. Gates on the stop. And it's a quick 3 and out. Feel like you don't like me? No, I'm not at all. Not at all. No, I love everyone in the chat. Servers and brain cells, I'm with you there. 2nd round for first round just makes no sense to me. I don't know why it's like that. Punt here, field at the 26-yard line. Taken by Davis to the 35-40. Davis cuts upfield to the 40. No flags, down to the 38. Davion Davis. A net of just 14 yards on the punt. Brahmas give up great field position. Davion Davis, a monster return down to the 38. Start with a good block there by the gunner. Rashad Wildgoose, number 25, sets the block. Davis cuts upfield, turns on the Jets. Saw daylight. 5 baby Gronks for Prime Tyson. Prime Tyson beats just about anyone. I feel loved. There you go. Rodriguez, he bought himself another start, for sure. Oh, he pitched his butt off today. What do you have, 11 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts? He pitched his butt off. I know the stats won't show it because he allowed 4 earned runs, but 2 of them were a home run that he allowed the runners on board. So that's not his fault. Hand off there, nothing doing. 2nd and 10. that ball lifted into the left. That's fine, though. Call it, call it, call it, call it, call it! Someone call it! Jesus. Call the ball. Call for the ball. Man. All right. We got it. We got it. 2nd and 10. Cookus. Off his back foot, incomplete, low throw. Looking on the play for Marcus Ball. Flag on the play, and Cookus goes down. He's limping. It's the last thing the Stallions see is another quarterback injury. They lost Magoo. They lost Corral. Now Cookus is limping. Andrew Peasley is the backup, holding on the defense. So it's an automatic first down. Request Morris bullpen. I think fact on that one at this point. But is Cookus okay? He took a shot. It was a clean shot. It was a clean hit there. It was driven into the ground by Isaiah Buggs, number 95. Cookus was limping. Now he's still in the game. Peasley, he's got his helmet on, but he's on the sideline. So Cookus, he's going to try and shake it off and play through. One at the top, two at the bottom. Play action. Cookus. Looking in the flat, nothing there. Just has to fire again in the flat, but it's even more cover the second time than the first time. Looking for Sternberger, the tight end. Devontae Beckett on the coverage. Brings up 2nd and 10. In case Cookus played in the USFL with the Philadelphia Stars, pocket presence was iffy, but when he was on his game, he was really, really good. An eligible man downfield is the call, so back it up 5 yards. Back to the 38. Royals up 11-6. They just score 2 more runs. Yeah, there's a lineman way downfield. Look at that, it's number 65, Deontay Brown, who was at the 30-yard line when that ball was thrown, and the line of scrimmage was the 34. So obviously you can't do that. Cookus fires car out. That ball's caught at the 34-yard line. 2nd and medium. Jordan Williams on the stop. 7-6 now. The Phillies have answered. Colonel Ovechkin, Draymond going 10 times range. Well, Draymond can kick people in the nuts. So, I'd probably go Draymond. He goes for the jewels. If nut kicks aren't allowed, Ovi wins. 2nd down. Ball to 34. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Cookus. They send 5. Screen pass. That ball's caught by his tight end. It's Cade Johnson. Down to the 25-yard line. The wideout getting about 8 on the play. Close to the sticks. They're going to give it to him. No, no, just shy. He's just short. 3rd and 1. Rogers breaks the huddle alongside Cookus. Person in the backfield. Logan Bear and Caillou are prime JJ9. Who wins? Oh, I win. I win. I mean, they're 4 years old. I can take them. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Breaks 1 tackle. Need a yard, got a yard. Brought down on the play by Jordan Mosley, but not before gaining 1 and a first down the 24-yard line. Cameron Rising, I'm not sure what he's up to anymore. I don't think he would fix any of their problems. I don't even know what he's doing. All right, come on, Geekle. Get out of this. Come on. 7-6. This is way too close for comfort if it was 7-1. Come on. 1-2 to Bohm. All right, 2-2. First down, the 24-yard line. Still no score. 11 minutes into this one. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Cookus takes the snap. Fakes the play action. Just gives it off to the 22-yard line. Person gain it 2. He plays in the UFL. I think he's done playing football. I don't know the injuries. I'm not even sure he's playing UFL. I think Rising will just be done playing football entirely. He'll move on to other ventures. He made a lot from playing the game in college with the NIL deals, and he got a huge injury problem. I don't think he's going to play anymore. I swear, if you walk Bohm here, you cannot walk Bohm. 2nd and 7. 3 at the top of the screen. Handoff Person to the 25, 15, 10, and down to the 8-yard line. Ricky Person, gain of 14. Any quarterbacks I could see to the Stallions if Cookus gets injured? I'm not sure. This one you got to learn the system. I don't think it's worth it. I'm not sure you could find anyone to learn the playbook with this short notice. First and goal, trips to the top of the screen. They give once again to Person to the 5, and Person goes down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal. So D-backs cannot get out of the inning because they get the strikeout, but it's a wild pitch. So now runners in the corners, I swear. D-backs are going to blow this game. D-backs are actually going to blow this game. 7-1. Oh, never mind. No, he's out. Never mind. I think he's out. Okay. Okay, I think he's out. Second goal. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Cookus handoff again, and in the end zone, nothing but daylight for Person. Ricky Person, the person of interest on that drive, got the final few carries. On that drive. And he punches it in for the opening score of the game. Ricky Person. His second rushing touchdown of the season. Just a second rushing touchdown for any Stallion this year. Just our second rushing touchdown of the season. Birmingham leads 6-0. All right, they review the play. The runner at third was out. Okay, so we're okay. Still 7-6 still, but at least he got out of it. 2-point try here from the 5-yard line. Cookus did not do a lot on that drive. That was all the ground game. It was a great punt return to start things off, and then some great running by Person to close it. Empty backfield here. Takes a snap. They send 5. Fires off his back foot, but I think the play was blown dead beforehand. Might have been a false start, so they go for 2 from the 10. You can't change your mind on this. You got to try the 2-point play from the 10-yard line now. Making life for Cookus even tougher. And then top 8 D-backs up by 1. Fingers crossed there. If you go into, I mean, honestly, if you go into now this road trip against Smiths and Phil's 500 across the trip, that's pretty good. I would have taken that. Just if you survive this stretch. They send 6. Cookus, slam pass, dropped. It's a good throw to Jordan Thomas, the tight end, but he couldn't hold on. Some butterfingers there. I don't think that was broken up. Score remains 6-0. Stallions in front. Thanks to Person's touchdown run off the Davion Davis punt return for a nice gain. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out a ton on the channel. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I'll just go the same. Thank you so much for making this the #1 place to watch the UFL on YouTube. Statistically speaking, this is, according to viewership, the #1 place for the UFL, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. We're doing all the UFL games next week except for the Friday game. UFL games on the docket going forward. If you do want to know, the UFL games on the docket going forward. We are doing. Let me keep you updated. WNFL being the next spring league. I could see that potentially. I could. Like a women's league in the spring. I could see that. So here's the UFL games we're doing the rest of the way. The rest of the season. Next week, we're doing every game but DC San Antonio. Week 8, we're doing the Friday game and the Sunday game. We're not doing the Saturday games. Week 8. So May 17th, we're not doing those. May 16th, 18th, we are doing. Week 9. Week 9, we are doing... Just want to keep you updated. Keep you in the loop. Keep you in the know. Week 9, we're doing all the games. Every game week 9. Week 10. Depends on what games mean stuff. Depends on... That is to be determined. Week 10 is to be determined. Depends on what games mean stuff. Obviously, playoffs, we're doing them all. Week 10, we're doing... playoffs, we're doing all the games. Week 10, it depends on the playoff picture. Obviously, if there's games that mean nothing, we won't do them. Steve X are also at home that week. So, play week 10 by ear. But we will be doing 3 games next week, 2 games in week 8. I wish I could do them all, but I cannot, unfortunately. And all the games week 9. So. You know what, statistically? I mean, I know a lot of NFL stuff. How's it going, Miles? Welcome to chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Kickoff here. UFL experience 26. I'm going to say fact on that one. I'm going to say it depends on the TV rings, but I'm going to say fact. Kickoff into the end zone, touchback, ball to 35. Cheesecake is good. I think it depends on the cheesecake. I think it depends. Ball at the 35-yard line. First down, Brahmas. After the touchdown by Person, what can the Brahmas do as a response? Birmingham's offensive line forcing a ton of pressure so far. No points for the Brahmas through their first 2 drives. Second drive was a 3-and-out. An offense that has scored single digits in 3 of 5 games going to a new quarterback with Hogan. He's 4 for 5 to start. Hasn't had a lot of time to work with, though. First down play action. Hogan, pump fakes. He's going to take off and run. He'll go down to the 38-yard line. Brought down on the play by Tazzino. Capital Division make a comeback, but it should be an appearance in the NHL. Make it even more confusing. Capital Division, but there's no Washington Capitals. The Washington Capitals do not play in the Capital Division. Make it as confusing as possible. Second and 7 at the 38-yard line. Again, Hogan's having no time out there to throw. Pocket is collapsing immediately on him. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Play clock winds down. They just get it off. Hogan, play action. Pump fakes, and he's going to get sacked for the second time today. Almost stripped on the play by Majai Sanders. And then Birmingham closing in, forces the pressure, loss of 7. 3rd and long. This offensive line has been Swiss cheese today. Sanders, the initial blow by Derek Kelly. And then Ronnie Perkins coming in for, I believe, his 2nd sack of the game. Might be half a sack on that one. Either way, Perkins was in on it. Perkins had 1.5 sacks all season before this game. He's equaled that in this first quarter. Quick screen pass tipped! Almost intercepted! Bradley Ane, who leads the team in sacks, almost got an interception there. 4th and 14. It's another quick 3-and-out for the Brahmas. Back-to-back 3-and-outs as their offense can't get anything going. Almost intercepted there. Bradley came awfully close. That wide receiver screen, unsuccessful. Halifax get a team? Probably not. Not anytime soon. I wouldn't think. The punt here. Can we have the final play of the quarter? Goes out of bounds around the 28-yard line. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. So mark it around there. Birmingham ball at the 27. After a 42-yard punt by Bradwing, the veteran punter. And appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. Final play of the quarter. Peasley's in at quarterback. Cookus is out. And Cookus got banged up the last drive. Stayed out there, but didn't throw after getting banged up. Peasley out there, trips to the top. They give to Marable for the first time today. And he gets thrown down by Devontae Beckett. The Maritime Provinces? Probably not. Probably not the Maritime Provinces. Halifax could support a team. But I'm not sure the Maritime Provinces could. I go to the second. 6-0 Birmingham. And if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button and subscribe. We have the emojis in for Birmingham as well, if you want to show us more. And the Brahmas as well. There's a lot to like with the Brahmas right now. We're going to have a rain delay? Yeah, I'm just walking. They're holding something. No, it's just going to the bat boy. I think we're going to play this through. Just going to play this through. Does this suit make me look fat? I love it. I love it. All right, so Ryan Thompson's going to pitch the 8th. 2001 Patriots, the worst Super Bowl winner? Of the Patriots teams, yes. Of all time, no, the Giants in 2011 were worse. They had a negative point differential. Giants all time are the worst. But 2001 Pats were the worst of the 6 Patriot teams. So again, will Peasley stay out there at quarterback? Will Cookus be able to come back in? And Birmingham has been snake bitten at that quarterback position. Lost Martinez to the NFL. They played 3 different quarterbacks already this year. Phillies leadoff single. Boy. You gotta make Simmons work. You gotta do it. I love it. One of the best lines. One of the best lines on that show. Right up there with you have to hold him. I'm wearing a towel. Right up there with that. If Owen aren't the worst, they're definitely top 3. I think top 10. I don't know about top 3. Top 10, I'll give you top 10. I think Rams were worse in 21. Colts in 70 are up there. Raiders in 80. How much are their top 3? Again, we go second quarter. Birmingham with the ball. Have to speak on where to tell. Yep. Love that line. Love that one. Yep, I'm with you on that one, Nick. I'm with you on that one. Okay, easy ground ball. 1, 4, 3. Let's go. Double play. There we go. There it is. Okay. As the Giants have got a solo shot. 2-0. San Fran. So Andrew Peasley. With Cookus a bit banged up. He's on the sideline. Peasley, the former Utah State quarterback, former New York Jet. 2nd and 10, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Takes the snap. That ball, it's a low throw. Sternberger makes the grab. That was almost a jump for a pick 6. But instead, Sternberger comes down and then spins around his man, gets 12 for a first down. How are the 21 Rams one of the worst? 12-5 with Cooper Kupp nearly going 2,000 yards, Matt 741 touchdowns. Man, I don't think they were ever dominant. Like, there were other teams. Like, they never looked dominant at any point that season, like other champions. So her 11th line, I just wondering what's so funny. Did she watch the episode? Because that line usually, I mean, that line is not, as that's a nice catch, back shoulder, Kane to the 40-yard line. Because the whole point is not, like, it makes sense if you are, like the line makes sense if you're literally wearing a towel on your head. He was wearing it around his waist. That's what makes the line so funny. Like, it's a normal line. It's not a funny line without the animation. With the animation, it's hysterical. Because that's a very real thing. If you're wearing a towel, you have to speak up. Or good team not dominant. Yep. Hand off in the middle to Marable. Marable down to the 36-yard line. See if they're alternating quarterbacks or if they're putting Peasley in because Cookus might be a bit banged up. White Sox just enter a rain delay. Cookus has his helmet on. He's standing on the sideline. So we'll see what the strategy is here. That's one of the best. Don't think they're one of the worst. I mean, to be the worst champion is still pretty good. Still pretty good. 2nd and 6. Here are the top 3 at the bottom. Oh, he's going to get hit on the play. Fumble. Strip sack. No one was guarding the blind side. And San Antonio with the fumble recovery. Matt Gotel. Going to get the Brahmas in business with a turnover. No blocking whatsoever. Nothing anyone could do about that. No quarterback in their right mind would survive that shot. I don't know what happened there. Armani Taylor-Prolu, the tackle, he was moving out for a screen of some kind. There was no screen. And that left wide open Lonnie Phelps, one of the best rushers in this league, to get one of the easiest sacks of his life. I mean, that's some of the worst blocking you'll see. There had to be miscommunication. Armani thought there was a screen because he left the line immediately. He thought there was a screen, but he wasn't looking to that side of the field. There was no screen. So he got the wrong play, got the wrong blocking assignment, and Phelps had basically a clean shot to the quarterback from the blind side. That you could have the best ball security in the world, you're not holding on to that ball. Can't blame Peasley there. That's the D-backs. There's still an inning left. There's still 1 inning to go. Don't you worry. There's still 1 inning to go. There's still plenty of time to blow this. I promise you. Bryce brings another shot in the NFL. I think so. I think so after the way he's playing, his performance. Look, Magoo got a tryout in the NFL. Martinez got a look in the NFL. And Perkins playing better than either of those guys did. Sounds like a problem, need a quarterback. I mean, they do need a quarterback. That's not Peasley's fault. That's not Peasley's fault at all. I don't know what happened there with the blocking. Right, the Whalers rating's too powerful for the Canes. Those throwbacks still sell like hotcakes. Hogan replaced Kellen Mond. Mond is the backup. It's raining in Vegas? Really? It never rains in Vegas. I think it rained for a UFL game once, actually, or XFL game. Yes, he is. Yes, he's a good NFL. He could make it in the NFL as a backup. I really do believe that. I do believe that. Perkins can make it. I want the Jaguars to get him. We need quarterback depth. I think the Jaguars should absolutely take a look at him. So after the turnover, Brahmas ball near midfield. Peasley was, I don't know what, they were trying to set up a screen, but there was no screen, and there was no blocking, there was no nothing. Mon kind of mid, I think it's worse than mid. I think Mon's been the biggest disappointment considering expectations at the start of the season for him. I think Mon's been a colossal bust in this league thus far. All right, first down, the 43-yard line. That's perfectly sunny in Phoenix. Handoff, McFarland, nothing doing. Or excuse me, that's just Sean Corbin. Corbin on the give, loss of 1, Chappelle Russell. Making the stop, 2nd and 11. Oh, this play call needs to be fired. I don't know what's going on with Arlington. At times they look like the best team in the league, and at times they look like crap. I can't figure them out. I wish I could figure them out. I can't. I just can't. 2nd 11, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Yamon's not disappointed. It's just what he is. That's fair. Checks it down to Corbin. Corbin's the 50, pushed out of bounds. Right by the sticks. We'll see where they spot this. Otherwise, it should be a pretty nice gain to plus territory. And you give him the first. NFL flex scheduling. They started in 2006 with Sunday Night Football. They flexed some games before that, but not to primetime spots. The first year they had flex primetime was 2006. What is always Suarez that does this? I mean, that's just who he is. Handoff up the middle. Corbin to the 42. They gave him the first down that last play. He got 6 on this one. But there used to be, they flex games from like 1 to 4 back then, if need be. Not often, but if need be, they would. Wouldn't be for TV purposes. It would never be, it'd be, okay, wait, this like scheduling is not working, or like there's a game that can't be aired on that network, or we don't have enough games. 2nd and 5, they send 4. Comeback route, almost picked off. Looking for Justin Smith, and almost picked off by Gilmore. Almost his 2nd pick of the game. First ever flexed out game. Ooh. No, it's funny. The first ever flexed out game of prime time was actually 2001. I'll do a video on that at some point. I'm not sure if that counts or not. But the first ever flexed out game, if we want to be technical, out of prime time, was Steelers-Browns 2001. That was the Week 2 Sunday Night Football game. I know people know that. That was the Week 2 Sunday Night Football game. But then, as we have a timeout, as the play clock's winding down, that's 2 timeouts left. So, that was Week 2 Sunday Night Football. But, Week 2 never happened because of September 11th. So, the games for Week 2 got moved to the final week of the season. So, the Week 2 games got pushed back to what would be, technically 17. And the schedule makers realized, yeah, so, the Browns are probably going to suck this year. When we put Browns-Steelers on prime time, we thought that game was going to mean something because it's Week 2, divisional rivalry and whatnot. We don't really want to put the Browns Week 17 because they're going to suck. So, we're going to change the Sunday night game that week. And they did. 2001. Houston Texans' last game was worse than Houston or Memphis. What happened? I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you because the Reflex are playing better. I don't know. Oh, after playing scheme of thing, I think it was Jets-Chiefs 06. If I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that. Chris Brown was apologizing for that game. December 8th, the 4-win Rams took on the 4-win Bears. Gotta remember, the Buccaneers played back-to-back primetime or nationally televised games in the 90s when they sucked in the early 90s. Pass bad down the line. Again, this Birmingham defensive line getting to Hogan, forcing pressure, and decision time here in Blessed territory. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on that at some point. I'm going to do a video on that. The first ever flex game that no one remembers. Because the game was supposed to be Steelers-Browns, and then they moved that to 17. No, it's not well known. Steelers-Browns, that one's not well known. That one's not well known. Remember, too, the final game. Show how bad it was. The final game of the 1999 season was Niners-Falcons, which you thought was going to be a good game. It was a rematch of the divisional game last year, or the previous year. But they both had like 8 wins combined going in. The best, worst flex ever. This false start back at 5 yards. So if there was any debate about punting the ball, now they are going to punt. Best, worst flex ever. They flexed out Bengals-Browns last season to put in the Chargers-Broncos game with a fair catch kick. The first one in half a century. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good idea. That worked out all right. 4th and 5, the punt here by Wing. Gonna let it bounce at the 3. It's a good one. And the Gunners do their job. Wing does his job. Corbin downs it at the 1. The worst flex. I'm not sure what the worst flex would be. Those 99 Rams games were prime time. Oh, they would have been flexed. If that was around, they would have gotten 4 primetime games. If that was around, people want to see the greatest show on turf. They would have absolutely gotten 4 primetime games. They would have flexed as many as they could. Especially because the Dolphins were not exciting to watch. The Broncos got a lot of primetime games, but they were bad that year. The Falcons were bad. The Niners were bad. So a lot of the teams that they were banking on were pretty bad. A lot of teams that were banking on to be good were bad in 99. So we were seeing a lot of flexes. Jets lost their quarterback the first week. People were banking on them to win the Super Bowl. Best worst game I've seen. In person or all time? In person or all time? If we don't see a fair catch kick for another 25 years, people will remember the Charger game? Or will people remember them? I think they still will. Again, that was the first one in half a century. That was such a rare play. I mean, you're going to remember that forever. It was such a wackadoodle play. But yeah, it's going to be remembered forever. Oh, all time. Okay. Why the bank on the Broncos be good after Elway retired? You know, beats me. Because I think in 98, the Broncos went undefeated when Elway wasn't playing. I think they were 4-0 when Elway didn't play. They had Bubby Brister at quarterback, and they were still undefeated. So I think they were like, maybe they can weather the storm. All time. Okay. Best game I've seen all time, probably Super Bowl 49. Super Bowl 49 was a masterpiece of a game. The worst game I've seen all time. Oof. Oh, man. The Giants-Cowboys Sunday night game, week 1, was an abomination. Patriots-Saints is also really bad. Jaguars-Ravens in 2020 was atrocious. The Broncos drafted Brady in 2000. Oh, man. That would be something. 39.5 pass rating is really bad. Really, really bad. Yep, Bobby Brister stepping up to the play in 98. Yep. I think that was the logic. Like, hey, they survived with Brister. They'll be okay with Greasy. All right. D-backs up by 2. Bottom 9. Here we go. Super 49 was great except for the ending. Yep. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I was watching with a bunch of people. We all did not want the Patriots to win. Could Brady won as many as Elway with the Broncos? I mean, he won 7. Elway won 2. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why I couldn't have. Speaking of 2, ball at the 2-yard line for Birmingham. Cook is back in the game, so we're going to see if they alternate quarterbacks between him and Beasley. Cook is okay to go. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Pinned by their own goal line. Cookus. Hand off to Person. Score the touchdown last time he was on the field. He'll get nothing there. 2nd and 10. Now in Person. Best game I've seen, the 27-0 comeback against the Chargers. The worst game in person I've seen. Ooh, probably Jaguars-Texans 2012. Or Jaguars-Colts 2014. I'd probably go Jaguars-Texans 2012. That game sucked. That game was awful. Bresby, no one draft Quinn. They were right. Yep. They were around that. Quinn was not that good. It's actually really bad. Man in motion here. Key Johnson, 3 at the bottom of the screen. Hands it off. It goes to Person. Flag on the play. Right on the snap. Gain of 5. But this one might be coming back. If you're saying, wait a sec, the Jags-Texans game in 2012, how can you objectively say that game sucked? I went to the first game, not the second game. The second game in Houston was incredible. That was one of the best games I've seen. And the Jaguars lost that one. That was the best loss I've seen. But that wasn't in person. That was on TV. I went to the one in person, week 2 in Jacksonville. That was awful. So take off the 5-yard gain, 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line. Yeah, pure greatness, baby. Jedi mind tricks right there. Speaking of Jedi, happy May 4th to all those who celebrate. 2nd down. Ball at the 2. Cookus fires to the sideline and not even remotely close. Was looking for Cade Johnson, but that throw got away from him. 3rd down. Pinned by their own end zone after a 45-yard punt by Brad Wing. If the Browns draft a quarterback in the first round, it's usually not good. So Spurs, yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Happy Star Wars Day to you. Nisa excited about Star Wars Day. No, he was joking about that. Nick, he was joking about that. 1 of the top, 2 at the bottom. Cookus, they send 4. Pressured. Gets rid of it off his back foot for Sternberger. Incomplete. It's a quick 3 and out. The San Antonio defense, much maligned all season, does its job. And they're going to force a punt from the 2-yard line. Colby Wadman, not a lot of breathing room here. San Antonio should get pretty good field position. As well, I'm going to have to get rid of this ball quickly. Sets up his heels right by the back of the end zone. Rodgers motions someone in. Motioning Carter in. Quick kick. And he gets hit on the play. He gets hit on the punt. We'll see if that's a flag. It is. It should be running. I don't think he got the plant leg. Punt return to the 50. I don't think he got the plant leg. I think they'll be running. The Woman's jogging off the sideline thinking it's 15. He's thinking it's 15. I think it's 5. I didn't see the plant leg. Yeah, just running. It's just running into the kicker. Probably be declined. First down for San Antonio at midfield. 48-yard punt. Not bad, all things considered. 48 yards is pretty good as it is in terms of net. Really good from your own 2. And that's just simple running. No plant leg action there. Henry Black getting called for that, but they decline it. They'll take the 48-yard punt, and they will force Brahmas to start at midfield when we get back with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Yeah, Kurt Warner played his butt off that Super Bowl besides the final play of the first half, essentially. You have church all good, RFK. That's late for church. That is, I've never heard of that. I've heard Saturday night mass people go to. I heard like 5 o'clock mass on Saturday and see early mass on Sunday. I've never heard of Sunday night where people go to church. But all good, man. All good. Appreciate tuning in as always. All right, swing and miss Turner upstairs on the fastball. All right, come on, D-backs. Come on. Can I show stats? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. What do you want to see? What do you want to see on the stats? I can show stats. I can't show the game, but I can show the stats. Let me show you the box score. So if you want stats, I'll give you the link too for the box score. Appreciate tuning in, say boy. So far in this one, Kevin Hogan 5 for 9, 86 yards for the Brahmas. McFarland 2 carries, 6 yards. Justin Smith had the 56-yard gain to start for San Antonio. For Birmingham, Peasley 2 for 2 at quarterback, but Cook is 3 for 6, 18 yards. Not having a great game. Person 26 yards rushing and a touchdown. He got the only points of the game. Deion Kane 1 catch, 22 yards. Cade Johnson, only player with multiple catches today for the Stallions, 2 catches for 14 yards. 2012 best Jag Saints game ever? Yes, it is. Great game. Tune in, watch first stuff. How's it going? C-Sharp, welcome to the chat. How did it break down in this game so far if you were trying to introduce a viewer who just showed up, hypothetically speaking? Quarterback play's been rough. So the Brahmas are not a good team. They're the worst offense in the league. First play, Kevin Hogan delivers a bomb to Justin Smith. 56 yards, longest passing play of the season for the Brahmas. They can't get anything with it. Vizcaino shanks a field goal. Here's Person's running well, but there's no blocking today for either team. Kokis is not having a lot of time. Peasley got mauled on one play. Hogan has had no time to throw. Third down, just forget about it. Was it the worst game to watch? No, that's the first. So they played twice. The second game was incredible. I wasn't at that game. That was in Houston. The one in Jacksonville, the week 2 game, not the week, I think it was week 12, whatever it was, week 11. Not that one. The first game. First down for the Brahmas at the 49-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Corbin, nothing doing. Although second effort, he's going to keep the pile moving down to the 48-yard line before they blow it dead. Gain of 3. Welcome Memphis, baby. 10 feet off Beal. Let's go. Let's go. 2nd and 7. You know, I'm talking, let me link like a Schwarber just hit a home run. My God. I'll take 7. Or there's Schwarber's obligatory home run that he always hits against us. It was, let me link the box score. What was this game? This game was awful. This is the one I'm talking about, the worst game I've seen in person. This game was crap. The Jags had 117 yards of offense. And 23 of those came on the final drive. The first... There was a 7-drive stretch in that game where the Jaguars had 2 yards of offense. There was a 7-yard stretch. 5-yard penalty, move it up. The Jags had 2 yards of offense. So, that was pretty bad. Not a fun game. Might pop in here and there. Thanks for consistent quality. Keep kicking butt. Thank you so much, T-shirt. Really appreciate you, man. Hand off, nothing doing. Brings up 3rd and 2. But flag on the play. Another one. Corbin. Nothing there. Gates on the stop. So the call is here. As it stands, no gain. I thought for sure that ball by Castellanos was fair. Well, ball don't lie. Tying runs on board. My God. Do not blow this Shelby Miller. I can't really hate on Shelby. That's the first run he's allowed all season. I can't hate on Shelby. That bomb to Schwarber was literally the first run he's allowed all season. So, I can't hate on him. He's also not known as a closer. You know, Martinez or Puck. So, I just got to settle down, Shelby. How they got the touchdown on the offense was bad? Magic. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. That game was just so bad. I couldn't tell you how they got it. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. The sweep to the wide receiver, nothing doing. Stevenson, blown up at the 45. Blown up by Trey Norwood, laying the wood on that one. 4th and 4. Decision time for the Brahmas. Last time they were in this spot, they punted it away. What did they do here? Larkin, no, he was so bland and just boring and bad at situations. There were multiple times he kicked the field goal at the 1-yard line. First ever NFL game was Eagles-Giants Week 18. Oof. A Week 18 game, that meant nothing. Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough one to be at. They're going to punt it again. Preseason game. So preseason games are fun. They're fun if you temper your expectations. They're fun because they're very laid back, very chill. You get the vibe. Punt fielded at the 6-yard line, so another good punt by Wing. 2 straight punts down inside the 10. Birmingham going to start pin deep in their own territory when we get back. Yeah, I've been to a few preseason games. They're a good time. Sometimes they're fun. Yeah, this is bad for the brand. Bryce Perkins one was great. Oh, another base hit here for the Phils. Oh, my God. It's 3 straight hit for the Phillies. I swear to God. I cannot do this today, D-backs. I cannot do this today. I cannot deal with a sweep. Not when you're up 7-1. Cannot deal with this. We do have Beaks. It's mound visit here. Just calm him down. Shelby's normally good. I don't know what's up today. Southeast road trip 500. I'll take it. Come on. Yeah, this is not the kind of game that's good for the brand. The last one was good. Seeing Bryce Perkins just go sick on everyone was good. This one, not so much. Yeah, tickets are cheaper than food. They are. I've been to Cardinals preseason games for like $5. They get some quality games. Cardinals Broncos was a fun game last year. Playing a video on PC while feeding a baby. Nice. Multitasking, baby. Multitasking for the win. Let's go. Let's go. Best and worst D-backs game I've seen. The best one I've seen is the 4-0, the 4 home run game. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's going to be a base hit. Oh, my God, the Phillies are going to tie it up. What the F? Oh, my God. Phillies going to... Wow. Best worst D-back game I've seen. The worst one, I think there was one where we're down like 10-0 after 3 innings. College football, let athletes join the UFL via NIL. No, I don't think that would be a thing. That's 2 separate leagues you're dealing with now at that point. Oh my goodness. D-backs. I don't believe this. The one game Shelby Miller lays an egg. 8-6 lead with 2 out. Oh my God. Alright. 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. Up 7-1. This is just... This is a good outing by Eduardo, too. This could be a season-changing loss. This, I don't think it's an exaggeration when you have a 7-1 lead and you get swept. This could be a season-changing loss. Jags Spins, I'm not sure yet. Not sure. We'll see. Have to find something. Hands to the side. Marable. Brought down at the 9-yard line. Gain of 2. Flag on the play. Comes in the backfield. All right. Routine grounder. Okay. Okay. We go to the 10th. Okay. Flag on this play. Should be in the area of holding. And it is. So back it up to the 3-yard line. Dumb decision? No, I don't think it's a dumb decision. Again, Miller had not allowed a run all season before that. I'm fine giving one more batter. New source out is good. I don't think it's a hot take. Yeah, bullpen just laid an egg. Bullpen laid an egg. Again, the D-backs don't have arms. Remember, the D-backs, their pen's kind of depleted. So, due to injuries. First 15, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. This is kind of what they have to work with right now. This is not like when I say the D-backs pen is great, this is not the pen I'm talking about. Besides Miller, who just laid an egg for some reason. Handoff, nothing doing. 2nd and 12. Like, these are arms that usually would not play. But we'll see. We will see what happens. Gotta get this dub. Can't get swept. Not with the gauntlet coming up with the Mets tomorrow, and you're gonna be. The game's getting extended, so now you have to fly back to Arizona later. Right, a lot of run, but it was unearned. Yes. 2nd and 13. Cookus. They send 5. Pressure. Hit as he throws. It's a duck. A wounded duck, but incomplete, out of bounds. Corey Mayfield on the coverage. 3rd and 13. Bring him by 5 points. I like those odds. I like those odds. NFL players paused playing football to fight World War II. Some of them did, some didn't. So some got drafted, some did not. So Don Hudson was one of those who did not get drafted. And he just destroyed the competition. Because he was a man amongst boys out there. But there were some players that got drafted. And they couldn't play for like 3 years. Delayed handoff on 3rd and 13 to get some breathing room. It's not going to work. They get maybe a yard. Marable thrown down by Jordan Williams. 4th and 11 to 5. Oh, it's not it. Yeah. Everybody topics on it? Nah, it's not yet, at least. Not yet. Military drift is such a bad idea. Yep. I don't think we're going to see that again. Thank God. Mets lost, but at least the Yankees lost too, so Soto haters will shut up. Aren't you one of the Soto haters? You literally... You think Soto's mid. He's not been good this year. Aren't you one of them? 4th down. Once again, Wallman punting from his own end zone. Another 3 and out. Low score and affair. If you like punts, this is your ball game. Punt bounce to the 36-yard line. And we'll take a favorable roll to the 49. Called a 44-yard punt. 3:32 to go. San Antonio ball in plus territory. Can they do anything with it? I figure Beaks will go the 10th for the D-backs. So not, God help us if it goes 11. I don't know who's left if it goes 11. I don't think if any arms left in the pen if it goes 11. Oh, people are praying on downfall? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Flag on the play, but they decide to pick up the flag. No foul. Timeout. Ball at the 49 when we get back. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. Cubs are good. Yeah, they lost today, but they're a good team. They're still first in the NL Central. And they're still a really, really good team. If you like what you guys, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. Donation, get the question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. We'll be live tomorrow for a stream. Tuesday night for a stream. Oh, there we go. Basic, come on. Oh, God, they're going to send him. They're sending him. That's a shallow play. Don't... Okay, thank God. Wow. Catcher misplayed it. Oh, thank God. I would not have sent him there. Not with nobody out. Holy cow. Oh, that was a dumb send, but it worked out. With Eugenio Suarez? Oh, God. That was such a dumb send. It worked out because Romuto couldn't field the ball. That was shallow into left. I can't believe they sent Eugenio there. It worked out, but if that's a better fielded ball, he's out. The throw beat him. He just couldn't field the ball. Gamana gifting a membership. Appreciate it. Eli getting the sweater as a member. Well, Eli's in the inner circle. As a member, we get a lot of cool perks. Today, the interview members, all your donations and emojis in the chat. Appreciate you a ton, Gamana. Getting the ball rolling on these donations. I really appreciate you. Thank you, man. Should have fired for the 2024 collapse. Who, Lavello? No, he keeps that clubhouse intact. I like Torrey. Does he get my nervous at times? Yes, but he also makes some very good decisions at times. And without him, 2023 does not happen. Wild pitcher, right there we go. Come on. Okay, Lure's going into third. All right. Forgot they have Alvarado out there, so we should be able to blow him up. We should be able to blow Alvarado up at least. We're on third, still nobody out. You get two, that's really good. Yeah, I don't know why Alvarado is still out there for the Phils, I'm not going to lie. On the inner circle, yep. Inner circle is just a name I know. Any name I know. Any name where it's not just like 10 random characters. Where it's like, I've never seen you on a stream before. It's like, if I recognize you, I recognize you. Right, first down the 49-yard line, 3:32 to go. In the first half, 6-0. Lone score was Person's touchdown run back in the first. All right, we should be, I mean, if we can get another run, we should be okay. I'm not too worried if Beeks is in the, if we have Beeks out there. I'm not too worried at that point. We'll see what happens with the Mets next series, because the D-backs are not playing good baseball right now when they come to Arizona. That'll be an interesting series. Because the D-backs don't have a bullpen right now. So all their guys are hurt. Hogan, deep shot, going for it all, wide open, dropped! It's been that kind of season for the Brahmas. John Trey Kirkland, normally good, normally sure-handed. Wide open touchdown, and he just drops it. You can't throw it any better. You cannot throw that ball any better. John Trey Kirkland, the leading receiver in the league last year in terms of receptions. That's about as good of a throw as you can do. He got behind the defense, got behind Wild Goose, and Kirkland just drops it. It's one of those where it's the season the Brahmas have had. You want to sum up the Brahmas season in one play, that's your play. Read option there. Hogan, gain of 3. Why are the Knicks hated? I think just the New York market. New York is very hated in general. The media coverage and everything. And Kirkland actually, he goes into the stands and takes a seat in the crowd. Third and 7. Two at the top, two at the bottom. They send 5. Drag route, gain of 2. Steven Stellanos takes a 2-minute warning. Again, a drive in plus territory, and again, they're faced with 4th down. It's not game. It's 9-8. 2-minute warning. Hang on, I need to take a photo of this. Hang on. I gotta take a photo. I'm sitting in the stands. I gotta post it. Hang on. For the 2-minute warning. Okay. Let me do this really quick. There we go. All right, that's a fly ball. That's going to send the runner. Tawa does his job. Tawa does his job. 10-8. All right, there we go. 10-8. And still not over, but it's a good spot. Well, High Point up 15-0 with top of the fourth. Fantastic. No, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, but it's looking good. They punted the last 2 times. Will they punt it again here? It's been a game of field position, and I think that goes without saying. Brad Wing, back punts by midfield inside the 10. Do you punt it again? Trust the defense? And Birmingham does get the ball to start the half, so a chance for Birmingham to potentially double dip if it doesn't work out. Yeah, this game over on Fox. If you do want to watch, we got the emojis in the chat to show support for other one teams, the Stallions or the Brahmas. Maple Leafs and Panthers. I got the Panthers winning that series. As a reminder, we are doing the UFL next week. We're doing the Saturday game and the 2 Sunday games. You know, this game is not over. I mean, I feel good. I feel like Beeks is going to go the 10th, but this is not over. Not even close. Yeah, last game of the first round tonight. Yep. And the NBA, too. 4th and 5. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They're going to go for it this time. They're not going to punt. They're going for it. See if they just try to draw them offside. This might be a hard count. This might just be a hard count. Yeah, they're not going for it. But I think it makes sense. There's no way. I wouldn't go for it here. Your offense is struggling. Your offensive line has done nothing. Defensively, you pinned Birmingham deep the last 2 times. Wing's a solid punter. I trust your punter here. Pin him deep. Get the 3 and out. Use your timeout. Although they used one there instead of taking the delay of game. I would have... I don't know why you do that. Why would you take... That makes no sense. Yeah, I think so. I think it's Kershaw of hockey. Okay, why would you take the timeout? Why not take the delay of game? That timeout's going to come in handy. Because Birmingham now can pretty much run out the clock. Why... Again, Party's a young coach. Thrust into this spot for Phillips retired. But why on earth... I'm so confused. Why would you call timeout there? All right, base it for the D-backs. There you go, Alec. Why not take the delay of game and have 2 timeouts to work with? Punt here. Goes into the end zone for a touchback, so it doesn't even matter. Well, I'm fine trusting your punter there. He got back-to-back punts 7-10. That's a crap punt. Well, then Brahmas said, Coach, yeah, I'm about a year younger. All right, so Stallions ball at the 25-yard line. Again, regular clock rules apply. They have 3 timeouts. And a chance to double dip here with good field position compared to the previous 2 drives where they started in 7-10. Kokis in at quarterback. Last 2 drives were 3 and outs. Two at the top, 3 at the bottom. Empty backfield. Sound like Soldier can't get picked up. I'm not sure we're ever going to reach that point. Fires to the sideline. That ball is caught out of bounds. Gain of 5. Stops the clock. It is Cade Johnson. Punting's the dumb decision. No, I'm fine punting. I didn't agree with taking a timeout. Oh, let's go. Gabby got hit in the elbow. Let's go. Bases loaded. 1 out. There we go. Extend this even more. Come on. Why punk is the idea is that you force back-to-back 3 and outs. If you pin them deep with a good punt, which you had the past 2 times, you then get the ball back and you have good field position and can score then. 2nd and 4. Pressure. Kokis scrambling. Avoids the sack. Gets the first down. Avoided Lonnie Phelps the pressure from the blind side. Gain of 6 and a first down. How's it going, Lou? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. So, let me go. Yep. I'm with you there. All right, Perdomo's got 4 hits today. You got a fifth, this one's probably over. You got a fifth, I'm willing to say it's over. Barring anything insane. First and 10 to 36, 142. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 5 on the play clock. Play action. Cookus, they send 4. Pressured, steps up, avoids the sack, and a takeoff and run down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Analytics say go for it. Well, the problem is that the analytics don't count for the offensive line for the Brahmas being complete crap and not doing anything on 3rd or 4th down today. Yeah, crazy direct still is going to get. Both teams trying to out-joke each other. Feels that way. 2nd and 6, they send 4. Cookus, pressured again, takes off and runs. He will be down at the 46. Gain of 6 and a first down. Stops the clock to reset. They still have all 3 timeouts. Resume with 109. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. It's inside. The Philly fans are upset, but that's very clearly not a strike. Plays blown dead. They're going to see if he went around. I don't think he went around. Maybe review the spot, but looked pretty clear they got it. Just call a trick play. That's easier said than done. Maple Leafs break their drought and win the cup? I don't think so. I think the Panthers win this series. I have the Canes winning the cup. All right, come on, Perdomo, get on board. Get on board here. Come on. Fouled off. I'm not sure what the stoppage is. No timeouts have been called by either team. Now they say timeout for Birmingham. All right, so now they call timeout. 106. 3-2 to Perdomo. In the dirt. There we go. All right. 3-run game. Perdomo gets on board. Is it rain? Wait a second. Is it raining in Phoenix? Oh my God. Oh, you can really hear it now. Oh, it is pouring. Oh, man. It's sunny outside, too, but, man, you can... It is pouring. Marquez Shader Antonio, he's got to go to the bullpen or go down at that point. It is pouring right now in Phoenix. I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear in the background. That is rain, folks. You can hear that. Wow. Yeah, so they changed the spot. 3rd and 1. It's 1:15. Oh, man. I'm not sure what's coming through on stream in terms of the weather, in terms of hearing. But handoff up the middle. They get the first down. Down to the 49. I think that's Marable for a gain of 4. Near midfield. Drive to start their own 25. 1:10 to go. Do you see what it's called? No, the game's in Philly. The game's in Philly, so fiction there. Cookus escapes the sack, but there's going to be holding on the play. Someone's coming back. And the D-backs have a roof as it is, and they can close the roof now safely. Back it up 10 yards on the holding to the 39. Glad I'm not outside today. Like Corbin 3-2. Oh, swing and a miss. Man. It's rain on Long Island? Wow. There's a rain in Vegas and Phoenix today. Wow. It is. It is coming down hard. And Philly rain here too, not bad enough. Yeah, no, it seems doable. You can't see the rain on the screen. And they gotta finish it. They gotta finish it unless it's physically impossible. Seeing as this is the final game of the series. 1st and 20. Ball to 39. Sloppy games so far, and then goes without saying. Cookus, they send 4. Fires on the middle of the field. That ball's caught down to the 48-yard line. Catch made by Marlon Williams, his first of the day. Second and about 6. Birmingham, 2 timeouts to their name. Okay, 11-8 D-backs. One of the top 3 at the bottom. Cookus stepping up. Checks it down to his running back person. To the 44-yard line. Beckett on the stop. 3rd and 3. Same two cities played each other World Series Super Bowl the same year. Ooh. My God. Like, it's... I don't know if you can hear this. This is like... It's like someone's banging on my door. This is insane. That's a good question. How many times did they play the same year? World Series and the Super Bowl. Well, Baltimore, New York. You had Mets, Orioles in 69. And Jets, Colts. That same calendar year. So, I know Baltimore, New York in 69. Other than that, let me think about that one. Yeah, no, let me think about that one. Yeah, Baltimore, Baltimore, New York, 69. I know that. I know Baltimore, New York, 69. I'm trying to go down the line on this one. Just trying to think in order. 3rd and 2. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Motioning is person. Slam pass. Caught. Breaks a tackle. Amari Rogers breaks another one. Gets a block from Kane. He's in. Amari Rogers for the touchdown. It's a 2-score game. The Stallions a chance to double dip. Cookus to Rogers. A 75-yard drive. And the Stallions extend their lead on the worst team in the league. Breaking tackles left, right, and center. They're got to block down the field, too. Cookus. Cooking on that one for his 3rd touchdown pass of the season. With 21 seconds to go. And then World Series Super Bowl. I think... I'm still trying to think down the line. Cookus off his back foot slant pass, incomplete, looking for Kane. Broken up by Chris Steele. The Packers legend, 3rd round pick, Amari Rogers. What is it like? It's still sunny out right now. 21 seconds to go in the first. All Stallions right now. And they get the ball start the half. You know, that might be it. It's still raining. It is still raining. Oh, base hit for the Phils. So tying runs at the plate. Fantastic. Snap of the Mendoza line. There you go. Tying runs at the plate. This one's not over for the Phils. This one's not even close to over. Tying runs at the plate. Yeah, I think the only time it's ever happened was 69. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. I can't think of any others. 21 seconds. Yeah, no, my clock's off. My clock's off. Kickoff muffed and out of bounds at the 26-yard line. You know, my clock is off. That's all. Fly balls, center field. Okay, I'll bring in a run. That's fine. I'll trade a run for an out. 11-9. That's okay. That's okay. 1 out. That's fine. I'll trade a run for an out. Up by 3. Case Cook is nearly 100 yards this first half. Having to step in. It's the 3rd quarterback this season with Corral and McHugh out. Ball to 26 for San Antonio. 1 timeout to their name. Takes the snap. Hogan. Pressure. He will avoid the sack. Avoids the hit by Winfrey. He's going to throw on the run. High throw. And Stevenson comes down with it at the 48-yard line. They should get sacked for credit. You can't be arbitrary with that. Oh, Truman. Yes. Yes, it's only the last 10 champions that are on. Only the last 10 champions get all their names on. Deep shot here for Hogan. Double coverage caught at the 10. Out of bounds at the 6. Decision time here. Do you go for it? Or do you kick the field goal? 2 quick deep shots there, and Hogan's got this team in business. to the 6-yard line. Justin Smith started the game with a 50-yard grab. He gets 50 on that one or thereabout. Gets it over Mondre Harper and Trey Norwood. And they're going to try the field goal with Vizcaino. 0 for 1 today. They can get 3 out of this. Got the ball with 21 seconds left. They can somehow get points out of this. Wow. And they are going to line up for the field goal. Birmingham calling a timeout. Yeah, at the 6, I would go for the field goal. At the 2, I would go for it. But at the 6, I go for the field goal. Birmingham does get the ball to start the half. Took a while for the fireworks to start. There you go. Took a while. Just 6 points the first 59, or excuse me, the first 29 minutes and 30 seconds. We might see a touchdown on the field goal in a 20-second stretch. 26-yard try to get San Antonio on the board for the first time today. Final play of the half. Vizcaino 1 for 2 on the season. Make it 2 for 3. Drills that one. We got to do a one-score game. 12-3. Oh, Jesus. Turner gets a base hit. Runners on first and second. Tying runners on board. Oh, my God. 1 out. Tying runs on board. I'll put a poll up who wins this game. The D-backs are going to kill me this year, aren't they? Put a poll up. If you like what I see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. Reset the clock. And there we go. We're at halftime right now. Nice thrown by Hogan. They had not had a passing play longer than 30 yards this season. To that half, and it easily could have been a third if Kirkland didn't drop a sure-handed touchdown on an earlier drive. Come on with a 2-hour poll for Phil's D-backs game. We will do that after I close this poll. Do that in a little bit. Well, it's not fly ball. Okay, whew. The crowd got up. I was like, don't tell me Harper left the yard there. That's fine. 2 out. We'll see what happens on the set bat. We'll see what happens on the set bat, and then we can do a poll. Schwarber's coming up. This scares me. I think Schwarber's due up here. You see for bullpenners again? Yep. I'm literally. Oh, is this Schwarber up? It is. Oh, God. You know, that's a ball game. Schwarber's going to go yard here. Schwarber's going to go yard. Oh, boy. Okay. We'll call it. We'll call it. Come on, Beaks. We'll call this while it's at the half. First pitch, Schwarber outside, 1-0. On the off speed again. Beaks normally good this year. Oh, boy. I think the rain might have stopped. You know, the sun is, like, glaring. I don't know what that was. 1-0. Schwarber. Oh, man. Whoa, that was right down the middle. That was off speed right down the middle. Oh, God. 1-1. He looks at that one. He just looks at that one. The 1-1. High fastball fouls it off. 1-2. Come on. Come on. Come on, Beaks. Get out of this. We're going to have no pen for tomorrow's game. We've used all our arms. We're going to have no pen tomorrow. I need what? I think it's Ryan Nelson's going to have to go a long way because Burns is not. Burns is out. His neck starts scratched. 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. Locked. Behind the plate by Gabby. Only 2 cities have met in the final round of all 4 major sports. Ooh, that's a good question. All right. Final of all 4 major sports. So it's got to be Eastern and Western. Because the way the conferences work. 2-2. Fouled off. Jason gives you membership. Peter getting this one as a member. Get a lot of cool perks. Same in each video. Members only Q&A streams and emojis in the chat. Appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want, Jason? I'll get you on the call for it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Orioles. Orioles in front. The Orioles are now in front, and you make the call. Orioles are now in front, and you make the call. 74-73. In the dirt, full count. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Men in the final of all 4 sports. Man, that's a great question. That's a great question. I mean, my gut would tell me. 3-2, grounder. Oh, beautifully fielded. Beautifully fielded. Let's go. Naylor with the play. Oh, my God. That was incredibly fielded. That was hard hit. Okay, my gut is telling me this. Patriots-Rams met. Red Sox-Dodgers met. That was so well done by Naylor. Cavs seat, a little bit. I mean, the Cavs just smoked them. Celtics-Lakers obviously have met. So I don't know if the Kings and Bruins have met. But I'm going to say, if I had to guess... Oh, actually, wait a second. Hang on. No. Hang on. Wait, I have the right idea. Wrong thing. Hang on. The Blues played the Bruins. I know that. The Blues played the Bruins when they won. The Blues played the Bruins. Red Sox Cardinals a few times. Patriots Rams in 01. And I think the St. Louis Hawks played the Celtics. I think it's Boston and St. Louis. I think that's the trick question. I think it's Boston and St. Louis. Yep. As soon as the Patriots, I was like, wait a second. I'm like, wait a second. I have the right idea. Just the wrong city with the Rams. It's St. Louis. I think it's Boston and St. Louis. Final answer. Final answer, Boston, St. Louis. I'm banking on Celtics Hawks meeting at some point. I'm banking on that. Because obviously Red Sox Cardinals, Patriots Rams in 36. Let's go. I had the wrong thought process. Right thought process, wrong initial answer, then I talked it through before I locked it in. That's a great question. People forget because St. Louis had NBA and they had NFL, obviously. Oof. Actually, I think it's Jacksonville and Phoenix. 12-3 the score at the halftime break. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. Like, we'll see if that like button, subscribe helps out on the channel. Yep, Phils lose. Wasn't the prettiest. Wasn't the prettiest game, but man, got the dub. The Blues were in 70 and 19. I forgot about 70. I was thinking 19. I wasn't even thinking 70 on that one. And I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. If you like, we'll see if that like button, subscribe. Helps us out a ton on here. Over under 31.5. Great tweet. That was a good reply, too. That was a great reply, too. I enjoyed that a lot. Nah, I'm not going to play it. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps out on the channel. And so or flip in the air. Yes. Oh yeah, the iconic shot. I forgot it was against the Blues, but that's one of the most iconic shots in sports history. Every time. How is it every time? You took 2 out of 3. You took 2 out of 3. I'm sure it's every time. If you want to see today's video, it's doing very well. It's doing very well right now. It is the best performing video of the last 8, not counting the 90-second vids I took in the from Sanders and Grassi. If you come back to kill, that makes sense. If you had to move to Arizona outside the Phoenix Metro, where would I go? Oh, outside the Phoenix Metro? Oh, I don't know. I probably wouldn't move in Arizona at that point. We gotta stay in the Metro. Yeah, 04 and 13, massive boos on that one. Massive wins there. Yeah, I don't know where it would move. Honestly, if it was outside Phoenix Metro, I'd probably move Vegas. It's basically Arizona. It's basically Phoenix, but with casinos. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know where I move outside the Metro. I mean, the Metro is huge. Metro is huge. I mean, Mesa, Chandler, Scottsdale, Gilbert. I'm not going to Tucson. I guess Tucson's not a terrible drive, all things considered, but not a drive I want to make regularly. Bills selected 3 cornerbacks at the draft last week. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. How much do I remember about the draft that happened last week? Wow. Who did they not take? I know they took Hairston. I love that guy a lot. I got his autograph. Who did they not take? I'm going to... Wow. This is really bad. Last week's draft. Wow. They took Hairston. I know that. I'm guessing Frazier. I'm going to guess Frazier. I've not been to Tucson, no, but I know people that live in Tucson. It's not my vibe. Not my kind of vibe. So in that vid, if you do want to watch it, the link is above. If people say Tucson, it's definitely not Tucson. It's definitely not that. We should have a new video dropping tomorrow. I think it's going to be Chargers related, but do not quote me on that. We're also going back to 1990, if I'm not mistaken with that. Just going to double check. Just double check what we're doing. Was Frazier? Ah. So I was right on that. Let's go. I was right. I was right on that. Let's go. I'm going to double check here. Oops, wrong thing. Wrong year. So we'll double check the newspaper. We're at halftime right now. This game over on Fox. Yeah, Boston Celtics, St. Louis Hawks a few times. Yeah, quite a few times. Back in the days of Russell. Birmingham gets the ball to start the half. Forgotten Places. Yep, I know him. I know him. Did a video criticize some major cities' infrastructure. Phoenix made the cut. I get it. The light rail is the light rail hit or miss. I get it. I get it. It is a very spread out city. You do need a car in this city. First time I visited Tucson, I was eating in a restaurant outdoor and someone threw a bike through an egg on my head. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is something else. Kickoff here, loses the ball! Birmingham fumbles on the first play! The Stallions do recover, though, the 38-yard line. 68% of you. Ryan with the Styles, I don't like running on street means. Yep. I don't like cars having a stuffer. I wish it was like either above ground or... I wish it was above. I wish light rail was above. And now they're gonna like the light rail. I'm not sure I'm gonna take the light rail down to the stadium again, because now they're changing it so there's an A line and a B line, so I have to wait for 2 light rails instead of 1, which, I mean, makes sense for a lot of people, but for me, it's like I'm just walking everywhere at this point now. First down the 39, they give to Marable to the side to the 40-45, and he will get a gain of 6 on the play, brought down by Jordan Mosley. Phil's be good this year still? Yeah, I don't see why not. Again, they won 2 of 3. They're still a good team. Still a very good team. You can't overreact to one game unless it's like one particular game. This was not one of those games. Second and 4. Handoff up the middle. Marable down to the 49-yard line. Third and 1. Again, Birmingham wins this game. They go to 4-2. They're a game up on the playoffs. Houston right on their necks at 3-3. I never thought I'd say those words about the Roughnecks, but they're right on their necks at 3-3. Brahmas need to win, otherwise their season's pretty much dead in the water at 1-5. The Mets did lose. How's it going, Charles? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Third and 1. Want the top 2 at the bottom. Cookus. Well, the play's blown down beforehand. Flag in the backfield. This is going to be against Birmingham. False start. Back it up 5 yards. A lot of penalties that first half, and the flags continue. Pre-snap penalty here. 3rd and 6. Cookus last drive threw that touchdown to Rogers. It's 7 penalties on Birmingham already today. A lot of them coming with the offensive line. Mike Nolan. Ooh, I'm going to say fired. 3rd and 6. They send 4. Cookus. Out route. Incomplete. Low throw. Looking for Davion Davis. Coverage there by William Hooper. And the Stallions will go 3 and out. Penalty backs them up, and now they got to pump this ball away. Well, if they make the playoffs, he's safe. If they make the playoffs, he's safe. I'm not sure they're in the business of firing coaches. So, I mean, I think if they make it, he's safe. If not, he's gone. The punt, bad return by Stevenson, just doing circles down to the 4. So it was just 7 who won all the last 3. Eagles still win. I don't think anything changes. I don't think anything changes from the previous winners. San Antonio ball pinned inside their own 5. You should spend much Chargers. Yep. That was a bad return. It's a really, really bad return. And Birmingham will be pinned or San Antonio will be pinned as a result. All right. How many games do those best 7 series go? Eagles Chiefs is a sweep. The first one. Or the Super Bowl 59. Eagles Chiefs, that's a sweep. Chiefs Eagles 57, I would say Chiefs in 7. Chiefs Niners, Chiefs in 6. Dream expansion is that they revive the original XFL and the AAF. Oh, man. So 4 conferences. XFL 01, XFL 20, USFL, and then AAF. Ooh, that'd be interesting. I don't know how that would work, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Ball at the 5-yard line for the Brahmas. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning into this stream. This is the last stream of the day. We did the game earlier today between Michigan and DC. Michigan destroying DC in that one. Bryce Perkins, a phenomenal, phenomenal game for him. Yeah, thank you guys again for tuning into this stream. And we have a video dropping tomorrow. Should be a video from 1990, just like the video that was today. So click that link above if you haven't seen it. The dumbest player in New York Jets history. There's a lot to choose from. I think I might have found the dumbest. A story that has never been told before. I've never seen this person's name on Twitter before. It's very, very, it's a very, very odd story. Football had 7 games would be entertaining. No, part of the beauty of football is that it's 1 game. No, if it's 7 games, it would not be entertaining. People would be dead as well. GDX crazy game, crazy game, yes. Thank God. They're going to give me a heart attack this year. Shelby Miller had a rough outing. I don't know what happened to him. That was the first time he's had a bad outing. McFarland, meanwhile, out of the game with a shoulder injury. Now, someone was asking over under on McFarland. I said take the under. McFarland is out with a shoulder injury. 2 carries, 6 yards. That's it. So Corbin, in their gain of 3 on the run, down to the 8. Yeah, be attributed past Spring Football Leagues. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. We might have a rain delay coming in Washington, Cincinnati. Because it is pouring there right now. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 8. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Hogan, a solid first half. 8 for 13, 154 yards. They averaged 125 passing yards per game this season. 154 in the first half alone. Swing pass gets 2 to Corbin. At the end of the day, Mets Phils on the road. You go 500, I would have taken that. I would have absolutely taken that at the start. Now you got to go 500 this trip. You get the Mets, the Dodgers, the Giants. You got to go 500. Just stay alive. That's all it comes down to. Just stay alive. And then once you get to the easy part of the schedule, you make your move. Because this is the gauntlet. We all knew it at the start of the season. This is the gauntlet. 3rd and 6. Hogan pressured, avoids the sack, fires on the run, incomplete. No one in the area. I guess you could say maybe Steven Salas was in the area, but that's very generous. It's a quick 3 and out. Because then you got Rockies, Dodgers, Cardinals, Pirates, Nationals at home. Like, that's the stretch you got to capitalize. Yeah, Alvarado. I mean, he hasn't command all season, to be fair. Second round predictions. Well, I gotta see who makes it out first. But I got Panthers, Canes in the Eastern Conference, and I have to decide on the West based on who makes it out today. And you got a stretch where you got the Rockies, White Sox, and the Marlins. Those are the stretches you got to capitalize on. Just got to stay alive in these. Flag on the play. Return out to the 45-yard line. There is a flag here. Amari Rogers on the return. Stretch on the back here. Stretch in the back. Oh, man. There we go. Been sitting for a while today. See what the call is here. As of now, Birmingham with the ball in plus territory. Penalty will be declined, so Birmingham ball right around, that's at the 48-yard line when we get back. On the return by Rogers. 10:46 to go in the third. 12-3 in favor of the Stallions. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in. And if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out a ton on this channel. Mets again. Yes, we have the Mets again for the next, I think, 3 days? Yeah, I think the next 3 days. St. Louis winning again tonight. I got Winnipeg, but it could go either way. Game 7 in hockey. You never know. You never know. I could see it going either way. Right now, you make the call. Closes on Monday. And right now, it's 74, 73, 35. It is neck and neck. It is neck and neck. Just so the star player, I'm going to take. I'm still going to take Winnipeg, but that's tough. The Raptors and the Mexico say Mexicas. Is that their name, Mexicas? It's right now there in Mexico City right now. Or is it Mexicans? I don't know too much about Mexican football. But I love the name Mexico Valley Raptors. What's their logo look like? Oh, that's a cool logo. That's a cool logo. Oh, Mexico. Oh, that is their name. That's a great logo too. That's a great name, or a great logo, I should say. Originally Eagles. You know, I got the word change because you put Eagles football in. It's probably not the first thing that would pop up. All right, first down at the 46-yard line. Good field position here on the second drive of the half. Person down to the 41. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5. In Birmingham, they win this game. They go to 4-2. Tie with Michigan for first. They would actually have the tiebreaker over Michigan based on head-to-head. What happened in week 2 where Birmingham won 21-12. They will meet again in week 9. Rip Turner yet for starting 0 for 5? Yeah. And we start 0 for 5 in that game, yeah. Swing past the ball caught by Person to the 40. And Person makes a man miss to the 35, pushed out of bounds to the 34-yard line by Jordan Williams. Gain of 7 and a first down. Birmingham in business right now. 1st and 10. Nice job following his blockers on that one. Ball the 35-yard line. Running back motions, pump fake. Cookus, deep shot, end zone, overthrown. Looking for Marlon Williams, would have been a single grab of the day, but it is well overthrown. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. And we are going live tomorrow for a Q&A overtime stream. Tuesday, we're going live for a Q&A GeoGuessr. Wednesday, we're going live for 2 baseball games. Guards, Nats in the morning, and then at night, or afternoon, I should say, and at night, one of those 3 games on your screen. Thursday, we'll go live for a baseball game and a Q&A overtime stream. Friday, we'll go live for Q&A GeoGuessr. Saturday, UFL, and I think Major League Baseball as well. 2nd and 10. Cook is stepping up, and he'll get sacked on the play. Loss of 2. Brought down at the 37-yard line by Prince Emily. Called his name a lot this season. One of the top defenders in the league from a sacks perspective. From a tackles for loss perspective, that's his 4th sack/tackle for loss of the season. Brings up 3rd and 12. Call the 37. Cookus, they send 4. Plenty of time. Checks it down. Low throw, but caught by his tight end. It's Marcus Ball. He'll get some yards down to the 31-yard line. So they're going to have to kick the field goal, but it's going to be Harrison Nevis. From 40, we'll call it 49 yards out. We'll call it 49. On 4th and 6. Nevis this season, 10 for 11. He's been pretty sharp. He has not missed inside 50. This one, 49. Should be makeable to make it a 2-score game. But again, the UFL 9 points is 1 score, not 2. Field goal try here by Mevis. The snap by Moat, good. The hold is good. The kick is good. Mevis 11 for 12, and Birmingham up by 2 scores. They take advantage of the good field position off the punt return. They get 3. They lead by 12. Midway through the third, Brahmas ball when we get back. If you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us out a ton on the channel. May the 4th be with you all, and happy Star Wars Day. There you go. Happy Star Wars Day to all those who celebrate. Yeah, Giants 9-1 now. It's not even anyone. It's not 1 now. It's bad. Rockies are rocking it up. Favorite Star Wars character? Ooh. I'm going to go... I might go Lando. I might go Lando on that one. I like quoting Jar Jar the most because of just how awful of a character he is. He was almost so bad he's good at this point. But I would go Yoda or Lando. I got one of those two. Again, Brahmas getting it back after the kickoff. 15-3 the score. Brahmas changed coaches midway through the season. Wade Phillips stepped down due to health issues. Pardee, 28 years old. Got the win on Fox 2 weeks ago against DC. Was likely to get fired? I don't even know at this point. I honestly couldn't tell you. He should have been fired years ago. I honestly couldn't tell you. He is so bad. All right, again, 7.5 to go in the third. The kickoff here, fielded at the 2-yard line. My back is just killing me right now. The 15 and down to the 18-yard line. We'll call it a return of 16 yards on the play for the Brahmas. That's where Hogan's going to take over. Playing all right today. Really a few deep throws. They have a deep element to their game that they had not had with Kellen Mond at quarterback. Making the change to Hogan this week. The best sports facts graphics. Oh, for facts? I mean, the ESPN, like the so bad they're good computer graphics are great, but I do like NBC's. NBCs, I think, are the classiest and the best. Hand off down to the 23. Calling a gain of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. Corbin in the backfield. Again, McFarland out for the rest of the game. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Hogan takes a snap. They send 4. Hogan, ball is swatted away. Majai Sanders got a hand on that one. Get that out of my face. 3rd and 5. Batting that one all the way back into the end zone. That was an emphatic swat down right there by Sanders. Had all the leverage there on Willie Tyler, the left tackle. And Hogan cannot get the pass into the flat as a result. 3rd and 6. You see, this is good facts packages, but they're all they're pretty similar. A lot of them. 3rd and 6, 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Takes a snap. They send 5. Hogan, pressure, pump fakes. Down he goes to the 11-yard line. Thrown down by Carlos Davis. Loss of 12. And the Brahmas will be forced to punt once again. This offense has not scored a touchdown in 7 quarters of football. They have scored double digits just twice this season. So far, just 3 points to their name. The punt here. Wing from his own end zone. Coming up to field at the 45-yard line. It's Davis. Davis to the 50. Cuts upfield to the 45. Flag on the play. Should be blocking the back. But Birmingham going to get it back. Their defense looking sharp. As FanDuel has closed the money line on the Birmingham game. You can't even bet Birmingham anymore. It's actually an eligible man downfield on the kicking team. So if I were probably added, 1st down, near midfield. So no block in the back. Birmingham ball looking great. Chance to basically put this one out of reach. Then you got a touchdown here. With 5:21 to go in the 3rd. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. We got a lot of streams coming up on the docket for you. So make sure you stay tuned for those. Because we are going to be streaming every single day on here. This is the place to be. We also have a also have a source, a Packers source, or not Packers source, a Steelers source that says Steelers Vikings will be the Ireland game, potentially. It looks like Steelers Vikings, so it could be the Ireland game. They played in London a few years ago. So now they're playing Ireland against each other. That'd be odd, but we do have a source from the Steelers camp. Nothing confirmed on that, but do have a source. Just got retweeted by the NFL Nerd account, which is always good with scheduling. If they or Ozzy tweets something, you know it's probably legit. Well, White Sox win 5-4. They call the game after 7. That's one way to lose to the White Sox. That's one way to lose to that team. Oh, man. Well, that's unfortunate for them. All right, first down in midfield. Wants to go Seahawks in Ireland? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's... Again, it's just the source that said it was going to be. Ball the 39-yard line. Trips to the top of the screen. So tired of being sick and tired? I don't blame you. Calling Lionel Hutz. Yep. Here we go. Trips to the top of the screen. In the game is Peasley at quarterback. So they're alternating quarterbacks at times today. Peasley's second drive of the game. Curl route to Rodgers. Gain of 7. Well, that's attorney at law. And balloon animal artist. Can't stop coughing. Yeah. Werthers usually help a lot with that, for me at least. Werthers and Jelly Ranchers help a lot, but... That sucks. That just sucks. You just feel so sore to it. It's not a good feeling. Second 4, 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Peasley takes the snap. They give to Marable. Tries to cut inside down to the 32-yard line. Brought down by Kobe Jones. 3rd and 3. Four and a half to go. Trying this 2 QB system. And no Magoo. No Corral. Both out. Peasley 3 for 3 today. We're going to give it to Marable up the middle. Marable stuffed. Nothing doing. Brought down by Tavante Beckett. Decision time here. Be a 50-yard try. Personally, I would go for it here. It's a long field goal. Haven't taken unpaid today, but just can't stop hacking. Yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. They're going to try the field goal, though. I personally would go for it. You're up by 2 scores. And if you go for it and keep the clock moving, Mavis still going to try for 50, and he is money. He's 2 for 2 today. He's having a good game. 18-3 the score. Birmingham can't take full advantage of the good field position off the punt return. So they go 3 and out, but they do get 3 out of it, and they lead by 15 points with 18 minutes to go. Come like crazy at work. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. The problem is I want to start talking at cough, yeah. Usually I have to hold it in. Yeah, talking is not good for coughing. So Brahmas ball down by 15. What diorama? Oh, I forget which one. I forget what diorama won that one. Like you have a job where you have to talk a lot? Yep, that doesn't help. That definitely doesn't help. I know that much. (18-3) Kickoff fielded at the 5-yard line. Taken to the 15, to the 20, 25. Cuts the field to the 30. And down to the 35-yard line goes Bo Peep Keys. Patriots game in Ireland since the New England area of the U.S. has an Irish heritage. Do the Steelers play them this year? Because the Steelers are the opponent. The Steelers are the opponent. They're the home team. So no, it can't happen. Patriots, Steelers Patriots is a road game for them, so yeah. Oh, Ralph won? That never happens. Well, Colts Pats, you already put that in Germany a few years ago. I don't think you put that twice in quick succession. Hogan off his back foot, fires in the flat ball, caught by Steven Stallions down to the 38-yard line. If they do another one in the future, potentially. Potentially if they do one in the future. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Brahmas looking to avoid dropping a 1 and 5 alongside the Memphis Showboats. Okay, I mean, I might not do UFL Friday, May 16th. If it's, say I'm flying in. If San Antonio plays Memphis and that game means nothing, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one. We'll see. I just realized we still have to play that game. 3rd and 5, passing the flat, gain of 2. I think it's Aiden Robbins on the ground. Remember, no McFarland the rest of the way. He's out with an injury. Hogan, 160 yards passing. Problem is that San Antonio, no protection whatsoever. They're 0 for 8 on 3rd down today. Have not gotten a first down this half. They trail by 15 as a result. 3rd and 5. Can they get anything going on 3rd down? 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Takes a snap. They send 4. Hogan, drag route behind the line of scrimmage against nothing. Loss of 3. Justin Smith blown up on the play by Kavaya Tazino. 4th and 8. Bring out the punting unit once again. Yeah, they seem all the way to Birmingham. I think so too. I think it's a pretty safe bet at this point that Birmingham is going to win this one. They've scored 6 in the first, 6 in the second, 6 in the third. Lucky 6 is all the way around. So they lead by 15. As long as Birmingham doesn't turn the ball over, they should be okay the rest of the way. 4th down, punting unit out is San Antonio now 0 for 9 on 3rd down today. The punt here by Wing. Bouncing at the 30, picked up at the 20. Rogers to the 30, to the 34-yard line. 6 in the 4th, we'll see. That would be something. That would be something that just 6s all the way around. Not the best punt there, about 30 yards of net. Barton Millhouse band from Comic Book Store. Was it questioning Comic Book Guy? He scored 6 for 9 in the game. I would say nice. I would make a lot of nice comments on that. Oh man, my back is just. Every time I yawn, it's not tired. It's literally my back is just saying I need to stretch out. Quickest on the sideline again for this drive. Peasley is going to be the quarterback. Trying a 2-quarterback system, trying to get some sort of rhythm with no Magoo or Corral. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Play action. Peasley, perfect so far today. He'll remain perfect. It's wide open at the 45-yard line. Down to the 40 is Cade Johnson. Gain of 26 and a first down. Schedule release day is May 14th. We will be live for May 14th. We will be live as the schedule drops and we find everything out in real time. Lobo Martin's on the... Yeah, just saying, missed 6 point. What would have happened? Peasley tries to avoid the sack. Cannot flag on the play. It looks like it's in the area of holding. 6 down to second favorite number. I mean, I think it's everyone's top 2. See what the call is here. As it stands, is a sack for a loss of 4. "25 seconds to go in the 3rd. Talking with Pardee. I see, do you want to accept this, make it 1st and 20, or make it 2nd and 14? What will they do here? Holding on the offense, they will decline the penalty and bring up 2nd and 14. Right, 9 touchdowns, 9 points, and field goals, or 10 touchdowns, miss an extra point. And then it's more realistic. Cowboys to the Giants? Oh boy. And we'll go with the 4th. They can let this clock run all the way down. Not been the most thrilling games of Birmingham. Has not lost 2 in a row in franchise history since rejoining the league in 22. They're well on pace to get another win. When we get back. And if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Really helps us out a ton on here. What did Homer try to do to win? Do you have to? Oh. I don't know on that. I don't know. 18-3 score got me? I'm not sure. Probably. But it makes sense. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, they said 4,000 were there. I doubt it. I think there was more like 500. There was no one there. There was no one there. Mexicans have the Raptors 7-0. All right. How's it going, Cujo? From Joker Country and Avalanche Show Country. How about that? 2-0, you blow it. 2-0, you blew it. It's a very bad look that Houston's attendance was crap last time out. It's a very bad look. When you get like 400 people at a game in person, it's not good. And again, if you're a TV league, that's fine. But if you want to get attendance and get fan support, not good. Second round officially underway. Let's go. Second and 14, ball at the 44-yard line. Appreciate all you guys tuning into this stream. No, not this game. No, not this game. No, the Houston game yesterday that we didn't call because my voice was shot. No, this game, I don't know what the attendance is, but it's definitely more than 400. I would guess around about 10K. It's about 10K for this game. Yeah, 9,627. Yeah, about 10K. Yep. Yeah, the Houston game had 4,134, and it was not even that high. Birmingham 9,627. That sounds about right. I'll take that. Anything in the 10K range is good. Anything in 10K range is good. I'll take that for Birmingham this game. Yeah, just got announced the attendance at Birmingham. As the Stallions up by 15. Schedule release coming up. Prediction is opening night Commanders Eagles, Sunday night Chiefs Bills, Monday night Vikings Lions Titans Broncos. Well, they don't do the Monday night thing anymore. The Monday night doubleheader, they don't do that anymore. They got rid of that a while ago. Hasn't been a thing since I think 2020. Oh man, there's like trying to get this bug out. There we go. Peasley staying out there. Birmingham 13 for 19 today under center between quarterbacks Cookus and Peasley. Down to the third and fourth quarterbacks. Guy holds a lot of credit. Continue to be an issue for the league and the players, coaches, and marketing staff. League says yes. I don't have a UFL team. I'm a neutral. Second and 14. They send for Peasley off his back foot, incomplete. His first incompletion of the day brings up third down. Now, there's no team in my market, so I don't have a team for the UFL. You would think a team 3 team would get higher attendance. I think Birmingham's another one who sees this and burns many times with spring football. With teams coming and going. That's going to take a while for them to get invested. Because they were really behind the Iron, and then the Iron just part of the AF that imploded. Right, first one doubleheader now is until week 2. Or week 3. Third and 14, screen pass. Does he have some blockers? He does to the 35-30. First down the 29-yard line. Cade Johnson gets 15 there and a first down. Was there a block in the back that you could potentially super challenge on? Not that I can see. Storberger did a good job releasing his hands. Ever watching the NFL video about how they make the schedule look at the draft differently now? Yep. Oh, yeah. Wait, they say 4th and 1. Wait, they say they didn't get the first down? Wait. I thought for sure he got the first down. Encroachment on the defense. Not that it matters. So 5-yard penalty. First down now. Titans Broncos would be a good money game. It would be. It would be. So encroachment on San Antonio. It's been that kind of game for the Brahmas. As a jumping way too early is Lonnie Phelps trying to time the snap count. He failed miserably at doing so. Now extend the drive. I thought I got the first down either way, but now it's official. One of the top three at the bottom. Swing pass, incomplete. Looking on the play for Person. Backing on the coverage. So good looking. 2nd and 10. If you're going to get points on this drive, anything makes it 18 points. Obviously, touchdown, pretty much game over. You get a field goal, 21-3. It's 18 points. It's 2 scores, but it's not really 2 scores because San Antonio's not scoring. 2 touchdowns and 2 3-point conversions. And you got to take 2 minutes off the clock, take it down to 11 minutes. And it was Seinfeld, yep. I was still in like Simpsons mindset because people were asking Simpsons quotes. I was still in that. I'm like, what episode was that? And Peasley, on the read option, gets 9 down to the 16-yard line. 3rd and 1. Oh, they rescheduled one of the games for week 8. We will see, because right now the primetime game is Memphis-San Antonio. I don't want to do that game. I'm just going to be blunt. I don't know what I'm going to do that day. I might not stream that day because I'm going to be back in New York. I'm flying in. It's going to be a long day. I don't know. At this rate, if San Antonio is 1-6 and Memphis is 1-6, it's going to take a lot of convincing to stream that game. Handoff here on first down. Marable down to the 7-yard line. It's going to take a lot of convincing to do the UFL toilet bowl. Sacrilegious, yep. I know that one. It'll take a lot of convincing because May 16th on Fox, that will not get good ratings. 2nd and 3. Anticipating the Jags get a Monday night game this year? I am. It's not going to be like one of the big ones. It's going to be one of the doubleheader games where it's like on ESPN or it's a ESPN Plus exclusive, but I am expecting a game. 2nd and 3. They give to Marable. He will get stuffed at the 9-yard line. Loss of 2. Prince Emily on the stop. 3rd and 5. Or he could get a Thursday night. I would love that. Thursday nights games are great. Just get out of the way. Get Thursday night out of the way. We play on Thursday in the first half of the season. I can spend the rest of the night down at the bar. That'd be nice. Your first playoffs right now are St. Louis, DC, Michigan, Birmingham. Yep. Yeah, San Antonio's out of it. Memphis is out of it. They got no shot. Neither of those teams have any shot. Houston's the wild card in all this. Everyone gets Thursday. We didn't get one last year. We didn't get one. No, they're doing double headers, but the week 1 one they haven't done for a while. Back shoulder, jump ball incomplete. Looking for Davion Davis. They do the ESPN ABC doubleheader thing. The week 1 doubleheader has not been a thing for a few years now. But they do the ESPN ABC. I think the Jags will get one of those. Where we get the ESPN game and the bigger games on ABC. Probably face the Titans on Thursday Night Football. I think Amazon would throw a fit if that happened. Amazon would throw a fit. 4th and 5, 27-yard try from Mevis. He's 2 for 2 today. Encroachment! That's encroachment on the Brahmas! And that could be a first down. That's twice on this drive on 4th down. The Brahmas have lost their head. And that could be a first down. And it will be. Are you actually kidding me? San Antonio, no discipline whatsoever. Yeah, this game has been sloppy. The last one, Bryce Perkins looked like a god. The last one was fun to watch. No, not every team anymore. That used to be a thing. It's not a thing anymore. Titans didn't have one last year. They realized that. No, that. Well, he clearly jumped. 1st and goal. Keep the clock moving. Peasley Gonna keep it on the read option, trying to spin out of danger, cannot. Loses a yard, brought down by Lonnie Phelps. I'm gonna make an executive decision. If they score a touchdown, we're just gonna start overtime. If they score a touchdown here, we're just gonna make it 3 scores. We're just gonna stop. But Peasley's down. Oh no. Peasley is down. That's now their 3rd quarterback that's gotten hurt. Usually offside neutral infraction. Oh, that's true. That's true. Peasley is holding his knee. He got hit on the play. They've already lost 2 quarterbacks this season. This would be losing their 3rd. They didn't get hit in the knee. Or maybe it was at the very end. Phelps brought him down. Yeah, I think there was contact with the opposing team. The tackle jumped. The tackle read it and immediately made contact. Giants win 9-3 meanwhile. That just went final. Panthers get a prime time fact on that one. I think Monday night. I could see Panthers. I could see Panthers Bucks as like one of the 2 doubleheader games. I could see that. Stallions can ask if they can injure bug. They cannot. They cannot. Both their QBs in the game got injured at some point. That is true. Cookus is back at least. Cookus is back. Is now a thing though where every team has at least one Thursday night game throughout the season? Panthers didn't. Panthers didn't last year. Panthers had nothing. They have the national game in Germany. That was it. They didn't have a Monday or Thursday. The Panthers had nothing last year. It was all Sunday games for the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken. Because we never called a Panthers game. We did not call a Panthers game last year. Yeah, they had all Sunday games. Romanowski, I don't know. I don't know about his off-the-field stuff. Panthers were not Thursday night. Nope. Panthers-Bears 2 years ago was. But Panthers last year were not Thursday night. They had no primetime games. Because I remember there were teams we didn't do the fight song for. Panthers were one of them. Panthers, we did not have a fight song. Because we never got a chance to do it. So, Cook is back out there. They played in 23 on Thursday night. That was the Bears game. That was that horrible game. One of the top, 2 at the bottom. Cookus, play action. Fires in the flat. Caught by the tight end. Sternberger, touchdown. Jay Sternberger. Jay's on the case. And that should be the ball game. 24-3. 3-score game. 9 to go. Birmingham will go to 4-2. San Antonio will drop to 1-5. Their season, after making it to the championship last year, pretty much dead in the water. And chance for revenge after what happened last year, not even remotely close. 24-3. We'll call this 2-point conversion, and then we'll do some OT. Because this one's done. I think that's fair to say. This one's done. If anyone has any objection to that, let me know. Timeout San Antonio. They got 2 left. If anyone has any objection, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just do overtime right now. Because I think this one's over. Rangers have fired their hitting coach. Donnie Ecker has been fired. Rangers have fired their hitting coach. That just got announced. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Otherwise, we are going to do some OT after this. because this one is a bloodbath. I appreciate all you guys tuning into this stream. Well, if San Antonio comes back while we watch Heidi, can you imagine? I don't think they're coming back. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I don't think they're coming back. Yeah, 6 weeks and lose his job. Yep. I mean, their offense was crap as of late. Back from today with all the fines? Yes, he would be. Nice catch there, keeping the window open. Jordan Thomas, 26-3. I mean, I'm gonna have all the games on. I've got all the games on my screen. 26-3 your score. San Antonio attempts to go down next time. I think so too. I mean, the Alamo Dome was not used the first... I mean, it was used for the Final Four the first 4 weeks, so scheduling issues there. They couldn't use the Dome, so hype wasn't there, and it's going to go down even more. Now, it's not the fastest firing. Brahmas went downhill and Wade Phillips helped it. Yep, feels that way. Definitely feels that way. All right, one more drive, and we Heidi. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Somehow I highly doubt it's going to matter, seeing as I don't think they're the first down this half, but we'll see. Somehow this is not the worst quarterbacking performance by San Antonio. This is actually not terrible compared to Mond in the games I've seen with him. San Antonio has just 6 points their last 8 quarters of football. Not going to get it done. I think that goes without saying. Kickoff here, return to the 22-yard line. Well, the defense was bad to start the year off, but Phillips was also probably not in the best of health at that point. San Antonio ball to 22. Can they get anything here? Again, once we call it, it's not the end of the stream. So we do this thing called overtime, where basically people can donate and request random stuff right after our 0-6 start. But no one's come to the playoffs after 0-6, so it makes sense. Not the Tigers back that weren't any good. It would get worse, though. It would get worse. First down, 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Why is Dabo at the game? I'm not sure. I actually don't know why he's at the game. Pass in the flat. That ball is caught by Stevenson down to the 26-yard line. Gain of 3. Maybe he's on a recruiting trip? I honestly don't know why he's at the game. I know Rodgers went to Clemson. So maybe just support Rodgers? Support his alum? Could be that. 2nd and 7. Hogan fires, caught the 38-yard line. Justin Smith. Finally. A first down for San Antonio this half. Gain of 12. But flag on the play. This one might be coming back. Face mask gets the call, so actually move it up 15 yards. Fan the UFL possibly? Maybe. Could be. Not sure. He's on the sideline, Birmingham hat, so... The fact he's in a Birmingham hat leads me to believe he's there supporting Amari Rodgers. Right, first down. The flag's on Birmingham. Flag's on Birmingham. Yeah, anytime you fire a manager 6 games into a 162-game season, it's going to get screwed. It's like firing a coach a quarter into a football game. Police have the under hit. Ooh, we'll see on that. First down. Screen pass caught by Smith. I think you'll be okay, because I don't think Birmingham is going to do anything else. I think they're just going to run the ball out. I don't think San Antonio is going to score. Appreciate tuning in, College Football Cards. Appreciate you tuning in. 2nd and 10. 8 minutes to go. And we'll still call the game while we do overtime. We'll still call it. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Takes the snap. They send 4. Deep shot. Hogan. An arm punt. Intercepted at the 5 to the 10, 15, 20 has some space. Has a convoy to the 25. Makes a man miss. The pick by Stephen Gilmore. He'll go down the 21. Flags fly for a block in the back. Birmingham ball. They'll be pinned deep at their own 11 after the block in the back. But Hogan throws basically an arm punt right into the hands of Gilmore. And that's definitely going to do it. Mets will collapse. Fiction on that. And miss the playoffs? I don't think they'll collapse and miss the playoffs. There's only one team's making out of the Central. I'm not confident of the D-backs. That should be the game. So Birmingham are going to get it back. Around the 10-yard line. Did I say that? Yep. An arm punt. That's an arm punt. 8 minutes to go. Birmingham ball. The penalty came on the return. We're going to get the clock to all zeros. All right. We do have someone here for the over-under, so. All right. So we're going to do this thing called overtime, but I'm not going to start the clock. We're going to keep OT basically hang on, give me a second. Let me just change the screen real quickly. So really close to have 130 games to go? No. No, not at all. All right, let me take this really quick. That's the wrong thing. So we have that. I'm going to get 5 minutes on this clock right here. We're going to do overtime, but I'm not going to end OT until the game is done. So we're going to call the game, but we're going to be doing other stuff at the same time. Yeah, besides show what's perfect, so yeah, it was not a great week. It was not a great week for the league, unfortunately. So we're going to start the clock here. Early overtime, we still keep the game on. The stream will not end until the game's done. Whichever comes last. Stream done or overtime is done. But 5 minutes on the clock. If you want to request anything, there we go. I feel like we can safely do this, seeing as we are in this spot. We're going to D-back teams. Yes, I am. I'm going to every game minus Sunday. So I'm going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 straight days, Diamondbacks baseball. I'll be at every single game. Think Michigan wins it all? I mean, if Perkins plays the way he has, I think he can. I think he can. I think he absolutely can. Mets making an amazing comeback. They're down 2-0. What's amazing about it? It's literally, it's 2-0 in the third. How is that? Like, when I think amazing comebacks, I don't think 2-0 game in the third inning. All right, we got Michael with a tour and Rob with a sixer. Lionel Hutz, the lawyer from The Simpsons. He's a lawyer from The Simpsons. All right, and which, you wanted the Twins, Rob, if I'm not mistaken. And Michael with the tour. We got Sin, and we got ChatGPT. Lionel Hutz defends Peter Griffin when we sued by Joe for crashing the Peter Copter. Oh, let's go. Let's go on that. Okay, let me get your Twins. Secret place. All right, perfect. Get you on the call for that. All right, let me do that. Appreciate it as always, Michael. All right, clock has been reset. I'll put it to a vote. Put 6 on the Twins. Every donation counts here to make the call. Which game do you want? I'll get you onto here. Ball the 36-yard line. Play action. Slam pass. Call at the 40. Gain of 4. Hell's Kitchen, yes. Yes. Fun show. Fun show. I don't watch it live, but I do watch the videos that they post on their YouTube. All right, let me get this in. Tigers, Rockies, which game do you want? I tonight have the Rockets because of their defense. It's funny because I have the Warriors in 7, but I got the Rockets. Pass caught by Kane. Flag on the play to the 40. 35, and we'll go out of bounds right around there. Peter's friends and family becoming concerned about Lionel using Peter. Oh, boy. Penalties declined. It's on the defense. Bald San Antonio's 35. All right. It's coming up next, first round finale. There we go. Have you ever seen Josh Gingham? I don't think I have. That doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a bell to me. You want everything to be epic so ever come back or lost to my Melvin? Yep. I mean, 2-0 is not a crazy comeback. Now, like, if you want to talk epic, I mean, that's Houston Duke. That comeback was epic. That should be reserved for only certain things. Sack on the play, loss of 4. Brought down there by Kobe Jones. 2nd and 14. Got a 6-point buffer. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to close the pull here. $4 going to the Orioles game. That was the leader. Orioles game. Add 4 on. 2nd and 14. Want the top 3 at the bottom. Dave with the 2. Josh at Hell's Kitchen. Oh, boy. All right. Which game do you want to get you the call for it? Just throws it into the ground. Incomplete. I think it was a forward pass. I don't think that's a fumble. All right, which game do you want, Dave? I'll get you the call. Appreciate you, man. All right. We cannot rate it. No. All right, this car is blasting music. I hope you can't hear it. Tigers. All right, I'll get you on Tigers. 84-75. 35 in that one. Again, this you make the calls open until tomorrow. Okay. Sin by Megadeth. Let's double check again. I think that was a forward pass, but let's double check here. Was he down before he threw it is the other question. Yeah, that's a pass. DC San Antonio? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, wait, no, DC San Antonio, I'm not. No, DC San Antonio, I'm not. No, DC San Antonio on Friday, I'm not doing that game. And we got Sin. Watch game live. Was doing Calcom work. All good. Yeah, Mets 2-1. Runners on first and second, still just 1 out. Cavs had 245-50 lead. Sounds like a TNT error of some kind. And the pass went forward. It wasn't down. I mean, that's not a fumble. It's very clearly a pass. So after the review, 3rd and 14. Want the top 3 at the bottom. Our receiver went like 5 yards before the ball was snapped. Whew. Whew, that's a false start. So the guy who stole from a store at the casino. Oh, wow. He got trespassed? Oh, let's go. Let's go. So wait, he came back? Did he literally trespass? Did he steal and then come back to the same store? How stupid do you have to be to do that? How stupid do you have to be to steal from a place and then come back to that place? Oh my god. What a moron. This feels like Pearl Jam, like early Pearl Jam. Like even flow kind of Pearl Jam. Pass there, cup of the tight end. That is Jordan Thomas on the grab down to the 36. We're going to go to a big place. Yeah, but still. I don't get why you would go back to the same spot you stole from. As long as that demonstrated win the count. I love that. Was great about babies. Oh, he wore the same jersey. He wore the same clothes? A Kings jersey. So no one's wearing a Kings jersey. Oh my god. So the least popular team in the NBA, you're going to wear the jersey of him. Of that team. The same clothes that you stole from. Fantastic. Genius. Very unique jersey. Even better. I have a stoppage here at 5:27. 4th and 11. 54-yard try from Memphis, a 3 for 3 today. Sacramento Kentucky Kings. St. Louis against Michigan. I could see that. I think Michigan and Perkins, if they stick with Perkins, I think they're going to win it. Yeah, we're doing it with the game. Yes, we are, because this game is a bloodbath. This game, it's 26-3. It's over. Half black, half purple, the very different logo on the front. Oh, I know the jersey you're talking about. I've seen those. When I saw him, like, oh, that's him. Yep. They're going for on 4th and 11. Kind of in no man's land here. You also a 50 for score bug. It's better than the bug they got for 59. Next week, we're doing the Saturday game and the Sunday games. Ball is caught to 31, but way shy of the sticks. Turnover on downs. As Amari Rogers stumbles to the ground with 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Ball at the 31-yard line for the Brahmas. Anybody know? I know the Kings jersey you're talking about. All right, next up in the queue. That was good. That was good. Jason gifting membership. Appreciate it. Vince getting this one as a member. You get a lot of cool perks. Same thing in video members on Q-Nation. Send emojis in the chat. I know you want the Orioles, so I'll get you on the O's. Appreciate it. Get you on the Orioles. Perfect. Very different word mark. Oh, okay. Looks like the old 2000s word mark. Pass on the flat, the ball's caught by the tight end down to the 34-yard line. Catch there made by Steven Stellanos, being used a lot today. Frito on TV, lace through shorts. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, what's the traditional one? Ah, okay. That makes sense then. So even dumber. Even dumber to do. Genius. Absolutely genius. All right, reset the clock a little bit. There we go. 2nd and 7. Pressured. Fires on the run. Hogan. Ball is caught down to the 39-yard line. Catch made by Corbin. 3rd and 3. Vince McMahon's a member. There you go. There you go. We're going to assume his last name is McMahon. Let's prove it otherwise. 3rd down. Hogan, nearly 200 yards passing. Mixed bag starting today. The offensive line didn't do him any favors. Put it that way. All right, secret place for Megadeth. Passive sideline dropped. His receivers are also doing him no favors. As Harris, that should have been an easy grab. Would have been his first grab of the day for Jacob Harris, but instead falls incomplete. All right, secret place. Fourth and 1, 4 minutes to go. Got to go for it here, obviously. I formation. In the backfield is Robbins. And timeout on the play with 3:53. Birmingham want to get their defense set, knowing that this is the ball game, but obviously the game has been decided for a while. Kind of with the tour. SNL Gothic goes on vacation. All right, we'll do that for sure. We will do that. I didn't see that one from the Jack Black episode. I actually did not see that one. The vocals are great on this one. Some of the strongest vocals out there. Oh, the ooze in the chorus. Oh, going up to high D on that one. 4th and 1, I formation here. Gonna try and pound up the middle. Robbins loses the ball. Birmingham picks it up. And it's going to be first down for the Stallions. Picked up on the play by Tate Crowder. Birmingham with 3:49 gets it back at the 40-yard line. Fumble on the play. It's been that kind of day for San Antonio. And the offense, the worst offense in the league. Single digits in 4 of 6 games now. The jersey with 2 versions of the statement jersey. Oh, that would explain the font changes. Because I know the multicolor one like that. Week 7 8 looking forward to. In terms of where we'll finish with 4 week 9 10. Me too. Me too. It didn't have the grade 8. Oh, yeah, that would explain a lot then. So we'll check, make sure that he was not down before that ball came out. No, that ball was loose for a little bit. Two at the top, one at the bottom. Handoff here goes to Person. This time becomes important to some in terms of the over-under. Down to the 32. 2nd and 3. Flag on the play, though. This one might be coming back. Holding on the play, move it back 10 yards. To the 49-yard line. Where's the cue? I'll put the cue up after this game is done. I don't have it because there's so many graphics on this screen. Jets Blues, yep, we'll throw that on a little bit. Yeah, playoff is very competitive. Last year was not. But there's 6 teams that all of them could make it. Obviously not Memphis, San Antonio, but the other 6, there's no one who's clinched or come close to clinching. No one that's decisive. No one's out of it. Last year we knew it for like the first 7 weeks. Really the first half of the season we knew what was going to happen. 1st and 20. Cookus. Trips at the top. They give to the side. Person will get a yard on the play thrown out of bounds by Jordan Mosley. This would be his best song in terms of vocals. Yeah, winner plays Dallas. Second and 19. Yep, Everest makes it 4-2. There you go. Told you, there's no reason to panic at 2-0 after, like, the top of the 3rd. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. And I think we're going to have a timeout. With 3:15 to go. San Antonio doesn't like the way their defense looks, so they'll take a timeout. They have 1 left. Search King Jersey when Simmons just came up. Oh, that's the one, but was half and half not gradient. Oh. Yeah, the vocals were just so strong on this one. NBA team be so good or bad they clinch or be eliminated for the playoffs for the All-Star break. Yes, All-Star break, it's possible to be eliminated by that point. It is. I think the Wizards came close this year. Or someone came close. Someone came awfully close. They were out by February. There was one team that was out in February. There we go. There we go. All right, Josh gets kicked out of Hell's Kitchen. Let's see. Pass caught by Marlon Williams, out of bounds to the 38. Cujo with a 227. Levanita, absolutely. Sim. Suns, Jazz, best of 7. Which game do you want? Do you want Rockies? I don't know which game you want. I'll get you on the call. I'll reset the clock a little bit. 3rd and 8. All right, 3rd and 8. Middle of the field, that ball's caught. Down to the 25. Put on rocks. Sorry, put on the rocks. Gain of 13, 1st down. All right, Josh needs to land. Okay. Surprised New York City wouldn't be on the menu. That seems like a staple of Ramsey. President Donnie, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. One's boiled. Oof. All right, let's do the sim. Wow. You can't cook. Wow. Something on the rocks. Oh boy. Isn't this his own meal? I didn't know how to cook lamb on Hell's Kitchen. It's like one of the only. That's like one of the main meals. 2-minute warning. Meanwhile. right, 97 Jazz, 93 Suns. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, wrong one. Wait, what the heck? Oh, this is a black jacket Wait. This is a black jacket service? Holy cow. How do you fail this on a black jacket service? Julius Waffles Cook? That's impressive. Okay, wait. No, wait, this is a different one. Wait, hang on. Wait. So this... Okay, this is entirely different. Okay, wait. This is different. Alright. Yeah, how is he a black jacket? Might be a little... Yeah. I was gonna say. This looks out of... Yeah, because I was gonna say, it was red-blue. Remember, Julia lost her mind, I think. I'm trying to get the Jazz game in. Alright. Yeah, I know Julia was, like, supposed to be one of the favorites, and then she just imploded during one of the services. If I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's sim. That was season 3, alright. First game of the series, Jazz win 108-89. I'm going to take Jazz in 7. Second game, Jazz win 111-92. Third game, Suns win 114-108. Game 4, Suns win 113-107. Handoff here down to the 24. 2-2 in the series. Jazz win by 20, 110-90. Game 6, Jazz win by 19. So Jazz in 6. To be able him wearing 3? Well, Jazz won in 6 that one. Jazz won in 6. I don't even know. Alright, second down at the 22-yard line. You know, Jazz 97. Maybe 98 would be different. I'm not sure if 98 would be different. But 97 was 6. Handoff. Loss. 3rd and 9. Random number generator. Oh, boy. What are the numbers? 1 to what? 1 to what number? I feel I know where this is going. Josh, that dude was nominated 3 times to average service performance the best. Yeah, how do you make black jacket for that? Oh, here come... Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Oh, yeah, this is out of order. This is very out of order. Because now it's red-blue. Okay, wait, here we go. I'm just going to skip to where Josh... Okay. Yeah, everything's raw. Okay. That's the ball game. 26-3 your final. Birmingham goes to 4-2. Oh, similar business. Oh, yes. All right, yeah, calls him useless. Here we go. Out through the front door. Whew. So JG9, there you go. And he's done. And there you go. He seemed like he had no idea what he was doing. He seemed like he had no idea what he was doing. Oh, that's only 90 seconds. Oh, here we go. All right, Spaghetti Saga, yeah. Yeah, is him wearing number 3? Yeah, I mean, the number's not retired. I have no problem with him wearing number 3. Wait, is he he's pre-making risotto? Why? Why would you pre-make... What? What? Why are you... He's making meals before... Why? It was Switzerland Championship. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, that game was crap. It literally lost... That's incredible. Clock's at 0, so... Clock is at 0, so... Yeah, why on earth would you... Why would you cook before... Black service, too. That's incredible. That's incredible. He's called a donkey so many times, but he deserved it. I mean, that's insane. All right, let's see. We got SNL Golf Kid on vacation. We're in overtime right now. Clock's at 0, so $5 more gets in the queue. All right, Golf Kid on vacation. Here we go. Come with a $5 bracket time. All right. Oh God, Keenan doing Keenan doing reggae. Oh boy, got you on the Rockies. All right, let me sit. No, clock ran. Clock ran. Right? Hang on. Is the clock running? Hang on. Hang on. You know, clock ran. Clock hit 0. There's fine. Oh, yeah. Okay, Tigers, Mariners, Yankees, Guards, A's, Royals. Wow, A's in the playoffs. Okay. Comic books on the beach. Doesn't smile on the beach. Just dragged to this vacation. Oh, God. The clock was running. Yes. It was supposed to be. Yes. It was. We're doing Golf Kid right now. Oh, Black Parade. Oh, Jack Black is so good in this. All right. Okay, let's see. Yankees, Guards, Mariners over Yankees over Mariners, Tigers over Guards. Here we go. Tigers over Mariners. Tigers over Yankees. And then NL. Yes, so yeah, I did it, yes. Cubs over Phils. Padres over Giants. Padres over Dodgers. Cubs over Mets. Cubs over Padres. Cubs over Tigers. Right now, that's my bracket. Oh, that was good. All right, next up. Oh, Frito on TV. Frito on TV. Latest 3 shorts. Okay, let's see what we got here with the shorts. Mukbang should never have been normalized. They should not have been. Yeah, 1-0 Blues. There you go. 70 seconds in. Nope. He's right. No amount of cloud's worth your health. Your security or health. No amount of clots ever. You ain't wrong there. You're wrong there. Mukbangs are never. Never. Alright. Class of judgment. I mean, that's just so clear. That literally... That is clear. That is clear as clear can be. That is... One shot of that, you're dead. Alright. Same phone number last 5 years? A lot of people? A lot of people? Yeah. I've had the same phone number my whole life. Yeah, literally. Alcohol, touch of alcohol. Pretty much. You were right on that one with F1. You were right on that one. God. My gosh. Yeah, same number in the last 5 years. That's light work. That is light work. He ain't wrong there. He ain't wrong there. All right. I think the next thing in the queue is the ChatGPT. So let me get this in. Let me get the ChatGPT in again. We're in overtime right now. $5 more gets in the queue at this point. As we are well into overtime. Okay. Do this really quickly. Get this in. What else was in there? Hang on. It's so quiet, it's not like it's too quiet. All right, so let's do this ChatGPT. So this one, Peter Griffin crashes the Petercopter. He crashes the Petercopter into Joe's house. Joe decides to sue Peter. As a result, Lionel Hutz is hired as the lawyer that Peter Griffin needs to avoid a hefty payout. Here we go. Mr. Swanson, please state your claim. Your Honor, the defendant, Peter Griffin, crashed his homemade Peter copter directly into my living room during Monday Night Raw. I'm suing for damages, emotional distress, and the cost of a new recliner. It was a commercial break. Mr. Hutz, your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client is a good man. Stallions won 26-3. A simple man. A man who flies helicopters he builds in his backyard with no training or FAA protocol. If that's a crime, then I guess we should lock the Wright brothers up too. They're dead. Aha! So we agree. He crashed through my ceiling, knocked over my fish tank. My angel fish need therapy. Objection. The defense moves to strike any mention of fish-based trauma. It's speculative, Your Honor. Overruled. Lionel, are we winning? Peter, let me put it this way. If the jury has ever crashed anything into someone's home, we're golden. Oh, I did drive a Zamboni once into a Wendy's. See? A man of action. He also offered me a bag of Funyuns as a settlement. Generous and crunchy. My client is practically a saint. We're not doing baseball tonight. All right. Now we continue with the trial. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're continuing with the statement. I just have one question for you. What is justice? Because according to Webster's dictionary, which I may or may have not read once in the waiting room of Jippy Lube, justice is Latin for, please don't sue my clients. Mr. Hutz, please focus on the facts of this case. Fact. My client built a helicopter using spare lawnmower parts, duct tape, and an instructional DVD he found in a cereal box. Now, is that dangerous? Possibly. Is it irresponsible? Certainly. But is he illegal? Yes! I mean, maybe, but can we prove it? Can you prove it? Lionel, there's a YouTube video. I put a GoPro on the dashboard. Classic Griffin humor. He's a real card, folks. Pulls out a playing card. It's just a playing card with him. See? King of clubs. We're having fun. Mr. Hutz, do you have any evidence in your client's defense? Your Honor, I present Exhibit A. Pulls out a sandwich. Oh no, that's my lunch. Sorry. Exhibit B. The Polaroid of Peter giving a thumbs up. Polaroid of Peter giving the thumbs up next to the Peter copter. That actually supports the plaintiff's case. Well, 2-0 Blues. Well, then I move for a mistrial on the grounds of, sandwich confusion. Your Honor, I have a doorbell that still says danger propellers. My neighbor's dog can stop barking since the incident. My wife sleeps with a crash helmet. Hey, I gave you a coupon to Bed Bath & Beyond. That's a modern apology. Exactly. My client offered restitution. And isn't that what America's all about? Bad decisions followed by awkward gestures of goodwill. I once gave a guy a hug after rear-ending him, and then I stole his bumper. That's character. That's commitment. Mr. Hutz, enough. Closing arguments, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is not negligence, but a man who dared to dream. A man who saw the sky and said, hey, what if I broke a bunch of laws of physics to go up there? Sure, maybe he destroyed a house, you bad trial thingies. But in a way, didn't he also build a bridge? A bridge between mankind and the miracle of flight? In conclusion, if you find Peter Griffin guilty today, what's next? Punishing imagination? Charging Big Bird with airspace violations? Yeah, and I didn't even crash the Peter copter on purpose. I was aiming for Cleveland's house. That doesn't help. Peter, let me do the lying for you. Now it's time for the verdict. In the matter of Joe Swanson versus Peter Griffin, we find the defendant guilty of reckless endangerment, property damage, and operating an unlicensed aircraft built out of a barbecue grill part. Oh, crap. Ooh, wait. Is that good or bad? Mr. Griffin is hereby ordered to pay $85,000 of damages and may not operate any homemade aircraft in the state of Rhode Island ever again. I call that a win. Yeah, sure. For me. Hey, I got a verdict. That's more than I usually get. And now the whole family is with Peter after the loss. Peter, what the hell was that? That lawyer was completely incompetent. Daddy tried to cross-examine a water cooler. Yeah, and he used crayons to draw your defense strategy. What else now next to him? Hey, it's called visual storytelling. Very persuasive. Peter, you literally lost everything. That guy couldn't win a case if the opposing lawyer was asleep. He crashed a helicopter, and he made it sound like Joe was at fault somehow for existing in his house. Giggity, that's impressive in the worst way. Hey, you guys are overreacting. Lionel here is a great lawyer. That's right. I passed the bar on my 5th try, the same day I passed out at Chili's. Coincidence? Maybe. Peter, please, just listen for once. You cannot keep trusting people like this. Oh, yeah? Well, who else was going to represent me? Cleveland's cousin? That guy that wears fingerless gloves to court. Amateurs. I at least pretend to own a law degree. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law-ish. Peter, be real with us. Do you even know this guy went to law school? Sure. University of American Samoa. We had a great football team. I was the water boy / mascot / substitute dean. Oh my god. Look, I don't care what any of you say. Hutz is my lawyer, and he's sticking around. I don't abandon friends, no matter how many people say they're legally unqualified or a danger to public safety. And I don't abandon clients, unless they stop paying me or the vending machine is broken. And they all just walk away at that point as Hutz offers his business card to passersby. That was great. That feels like an actual episode of Family Guy. They nail it. They absolutely nail Lionel Hutz. And the Family Guy crossovers, they completely nail them. My god. That was incredible. Alright, there's nothing in the queue, so going once on overtime, going twice on overtime. Can you make the call closest tomorrow? So just keep that in mind. It is neck and neck as we go to tomorrow. 89-84 with a Q&A overtime stream tomorrow. We're not doing any games tomorrow, so just keep that in mind. The Jets draft players' Madden ratings, probably all 99s, otherwise we're going to draft them. Knowing how they run the show. Pacers lead by 6. You know, after how bad the first quarter went for the Cavs, it's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, that was great. And Stallions win this game. Last call for OT. Last call. Last and final call. Tomorrow, new video dropping around 9 a.m. Eastern. We have a video that came out today. It's doing well. About the Jets doing something stupid back in 1990. Click that link above. Peter's intervention of Lionel Hutz. Oh, God. Just creating a whole saga. This feels like it could work. This feels like it really could work. Don't even tell me it's 3-0. Don't even tell me. No, Wooden Pig just shot it. No way. No way. No. I think Kudra's lying. Yeah, it's icing. Kudra swallowed a fast one. It's icing. Swallowed a fast one that time. Alright, so if that's it, appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. JG9 signing off. Panthers win. And the Stallions win. They go to 4-2. Brahmas are up to 1-5. That game over. Their season pretty much over at this point, barring a complete and utter miracle. So appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. Thank you guys again for tuning in. And I will see you guys tomorrow for our stream at, I think, let me just double check before I sign off. What time is the stream tomorrow? What time did I say it was? Tomorrow's stream starts at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock Eastern time for the Q&A overtime stream. There's no set time limit to that. That can be a 10-minute stream. It can be 2.5 hours. There's no set time limit. It's a Q&A overtime. So we're just doing that. Appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 sign off, and I will see you guys.